a lot of time messing with this watery globe thing and having visions of various things. So yeah, we had lots of different visions of stuff. Sarala and oh geez, who else? I think it was just me and Sarala actually. Or at least from the notes that I took. So yeah, lots and lots of visions. And then eventually we decide we're going to go back to town. And then we get back there. They're celebrating our return. We talk with the Triton, whose name I don't remember. I wrote down Nip Nop Ni Satara. I don't think that's right, though. I don't know where Nip Nop came from. That was in my notes. See, that's why I shouldn't wait until like the day before the next session to do the notes. So
I love that name. That'd be like a good goblin name.
I remember why. Because there's Nip Nops on the armor. That's what it was.
Oh yeah,
that's right. The picture. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Zooming in. Yep. Definitely Nip Nops on the armor. So okay. That's why I wrote that. Anyway, she told us. She told us this story about the Order of the Truth Seekers, and there's all these like everyone is accusing everyone of being bad in her city, and we offered to help and also find a sea slug that helps with psychic resistance. Which actually, in the city, we think, or at least I think, I don't know if anyone else thinks this, is one of the things that we saw in one of the visions from the globe. And something about them being like a farm, it being a farm or food was the connection that we made for that. And then we did a bunch of various going around town stuff, and that was the end of the session.
Yep.
I think.
That pretty much sums it up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So
all right.
What are we doing? I need to go back to the screen. There we go.
Yep. You guys have a few options, I guess, ahead of you.
Did you level up Ishbel?
Yes.
Okay. Just wanting to know. I don't want a psychic fucking tentacle monster to fucking zap my baby again. I just want to make sure she at least has more than 10 health points.
Well, technically the 10 health was just the default like token. A baby really probably shouldn't have 10 health because that's like a commoner health, but she has 12 right now.
Yeah, she could have, more than like I'd just get sneezed on and fucking she dies, COVID or some shit.
Oh my god.
Hey, I'm muted. Can you guys not do that? Well, now I'm muted.
So I think we're gonna go underwater and do some underwater stuff. I think was the idea. The plan.
I think that was the idea that we had, that we were going to go swish splash in the ocean.
Ooh, okay. Sounds good. Yes. So as you recall, Satara told you that she would charter a boat for you, and when you were ready, she would meet you out at the docks and take you out to the correct location, and that she had a blessing she called the Sea Mother's Blessing that would allow you to essentially swim underwater, and there are some other effects that may happen if you undergo the blessing. So the blessing is completely optional whether or not you want to take it or not. So it would be up to you. And she told you that, whenever you were ready, that she would be ready to take you out if that's when you wanted to go. Are you guys ready to go now? I would say from the last session, you guys had all taken a long rest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let me switch over to...
Can't remember if I did, so I'm just going to hit the button.
Alright, I'm back. Alright, I'm back.
Okay. So, I want to lay this out for my rogue, just to say, I have greater invisibility now.
Nice.
So, just throwing that out there.
Wait, are you a rogue or a warlock?
I'm a
I'm a
warlock.
rogue.
Oh, I was about to say.
Yeah, but I can cast that now, and
Ah.
then that's advantage every turn.
That's very true.
Yeah.
It does not go away.
Oh, it doesn't go away when you attack with it?
Mm-mm.
Ooh.
I don't think so. I mean, from what I read on the spell, you or a creature you touch becomes invisible until the spell ends.
Yeah.
And then it skips the whole middle part of regular invisibility and goes straight to anything the target is wearing or carrying is invisible as long as it's on the target's person. It lasts up to 1 minute concentration.
As long as it's on the person, all of a sudden a cane appears out of nowhere and it just stabs someone and disappears.
Well, only if he throws it.
That's what I was saying. Like, just to see a floating cane
Just a full
pop
cane.
up.
Just
Just make it canon.
So before you,
Oh, go ahead.
okay, I was gonna say before you guys leave, your Master Forgefire approaches you, Sorala, and says, "Sounds like you are about to shove off. Just wanted to let you know I heard a rumor,
Oh,
and on my way out here on the ship, there was talk of a dragon turtle occupying some island. Captain was very worried that they had to pay homage to it, but lo and behold, it never came up. It was very unusual, they said. They normally have to pay some kind of toll to pass through that area. But what I heard is that this dragon turtle has died or has become sick or something."
okay.
He scrawls you a piece of paper. He's like, "This is supposedly the coordinates of the island."
And can I see the island? I'm gonna switch over to the other screen. Where is this island?
Yeah, so let me pull everybody over. Okay.
It just pops up.
Yeah,
Okay.
he points that out there, and then the Triton lady will update your map with the location of where you guys are headed.
Oh, so it's like on the way. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. So there's a dragon. So let me understand this. There's a dragon turtle, and I kind of wave my stump hand. There's a dragon turtle that's sick. What are you guys trying to get? Like its hide or something? Is it just you wanted to kill this dragon turtle, Master?
That would be a good idea, sure. Some of those scales are very valuable. That would make good armor.
Okay.
But
Is
my
it
thought, if this dragon turtle is now dead and not guarding its treasure trove, there might be something interesting there to find.
Treasure.
This is true. This is true. And out of game DM, I have a question. So you said Greta would be willing to take us to where we need to go?
No, you didn't necessarily know. Satara told you that she would charter a boat for you.
Oh, so
Greta's little ship is a little bit too small for going out that deep in the ocean.
Okay. And I also have my connections with Master Forgefire. Maybe he might be somewhat forgiving. Having him come all the way out this way. Okay. Well, I will keep this in mind. It looks like this is on the way of where we're going then. And you said you're going to be here for about a week, Master?
Yes. I'll be leaving soon.
Okay. DM, how long would it take us to get from Ashendrum to Navathas, if I pronounced that correctly?
Yes. So about it's like 120 miles per day, so about 3 days.
So about 3 days, and he'll be there about a week. So just as we get back, he might already be going. So then, why don't... Because if we do want to, and I'm addressing the group now. If we kind of want to leave Ashendrum to get to the mainland, we could hitch a ride with my master, but that's up to the group how we want to kind of retcon this in a way. Because if we charter a ship with Satara, she'll either take us there and bring us back, but my master might leave by then, and he brought a ship big enough for all of us to charter on. But like, anyone's thoughts?
What do the scales exactly do? Are they just valuable? Because I mean, monetary is a good thing, but
Well, monetary value would be nice, but I think it might be better than what we're currently wearing. Like, a lot better, I think. Right, DM?
It would be plate armor. Well, plus plate armor from a
Plus
mechanical
plate
standpoint.
Who can wear plate armor?
I think
Anyone
just
can wear
the-
plate armor.
just a matter of is it effective for them?
And you cast spells while you do it is the question.
It's true.
And I definitely can't sneak as well.
Just greater visibility, but you just hear like clinking noises as we go.
Clink, clink,
Ching,
clink.
ching, ching. Where
I
is
think
he?
you're the only one with heavy armor proficiency.
Yeah, I think so.
So that would be.
I don't really care as much about the armor as it's a dragon, and dragons have hoards of treasure, and hoards of treasure sometimes have magical items in them.
This is true.
Fergus, you've convinced me. Maybe we should go.
Well, so, but back to what I was trying to morally get to the point of, how are we getting there and back, team? Because if we're going to go see this dragon, but we're also going to go to Nevitas, Nevitas is going to be a 3-day journey. If we're trying to leave Ashendrum to, say, go to Longshores or Lorendan, that's going to take ship travel. But the ship that would charter us there will be leaving by the time we get back.
So you would probably be able to know that, whoever the captain is that you're chartering to take out to Navathas, you might be able to work out some kind of deal to, if you wanted to go on somewhere else afterwards instead of going back to Ashendrum.
Fair enough.
It would be an option.
Plus, are we also going to kill a Hydra?
You also have that on the table.
Do we effectively
Take care
know
of the
where
stump.
one is?
Yes, we do know where it is. It's on Ashendrum.
Should we do if we're gonna do these things? We should definitely do everything, right? Because I'm a completionist. Like, we should fix your hand first, right? Because that'll make all the other things easier. If we're gonna do that, we should do that now.
Yeah, that should be
and
done
then go do
before.
the other stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't think anything is like time sensitive as much. I mean, if we wait long enough, then all the Tritons will get eaten by brain octopuses. But let's
But
fix
I
your
don't
hand
think it's
first.
I don't think it's going to be like a day and then they're all just, brainy things, but
Yeah. So you're told about the Hydra being in Blue Shell Marsh.
And we're not guaranteed that this Hydra's heart will fix my hand. Granny has not been the most caring, not been the most reliable in some aspects, but she has gotten us to what we need to do somewhat. So I mean, we can go kill a Hydra and see what we find. Will that be the first thing then? And then are we gonna hit up the Sea Dragon, or are we gonna hit Nevitas first?
since it's here on the island, we might as well go for the Hydra.
I'm good with that.
All right.
Yeah.
I let Master Forgefire know that we will be stopping by to see the Sea Dragon after I fix my hand, and they kind of wave my hand after we figure out a solution.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And if we are not back in time, or if he has to leave, I'll see him another time. We'll come around the bend.
Okay. All right. Yeah. In spending time in the tavern, one of the things that you would have known about this place, the Blue Shell Marsh, it's called that because of a kind of delicious, plentiful blue crayfish that live in the area,
Ooh.
and it's a boon to the nearby like farmers and villagers. And they would tell you that as of recent, it seems that their hunting grounds for these crayfish have gone kind of soured. Some of them have like started to die up, and the swamp area has been somewhat kind of corrupted.
Man, I was looking forward to that crayfish. I want some crayfish soup.
They would tell you that there's still crayfish there, and that it's driven up the price of these crayfish like tremendously. So those who dare venture go out there and are actually able to successfully grab them and bring them back. Only the very rich or those that have the right connections are able to afford these. Some people have gone there and never come back as of recent.
So what you're saying is this is a business opportunity for us to get some crayfish and resell it. Where's
There's
Sheila?
always a
We need
business
him.
opportunity.
All right. So
All right, so you guys are headed there.
we are gonna head to the Blue Shell Marsh.
Okay.
We all did our shopping, right? No one needs anything.
Nah, I've got my stick. I'm fine.
Correct, but I will be right back.
No problem.
Okay. Nick,
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
That sounds good.
Arwen.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So it's you would head out like morning, something like that, and it's a nice, sunny, warm, pleasant day as you make your way down the dirt road towards the area. As you continue on, you can see that the path ahead kind of ventures into a thicker green forest. Eventually, the road becomes a little more muddy near the entrance to the woods. And as you become even closer, you can see the way ahead appears to be flooded with water. As you look around, you can see that the path leads right into a quagmire. The trees become kind of grown densely together over the road, so that little sunlight kind of makes its way through.
Okay.
Wish to continue forward?
Is there no way to kind of like clear a path forward, or would it be like we'd be entering difficult terrain?
Yeah, I mean you're entering difficult terrain. It's like kind of like a boggy, swampy area. There's areas that are kind of you kind of need to watch your footing as you kind of step in various places. It might sink down. Some areas are very thick, and so you can either avoid kind of the thick areas, or you could kind of clear like little paths with like a machete or something like that.
Well, I have a pick. I don't know how helpful that's gonna really be in this scenario. Oh
I
wait,
mean, it
hold
is
on.
on fire.
Hold on a
Would it
second.
be helpful if I froze the like if it's all boggy and watery? Like, can I do freeze water on it to at least make it solid? It'd still be difficult, but we wouldn't sink in.
Well, there's that, or well, that might not. No, well, how far does this go? I mean, I have control water, and I can move the water. I also have fabricate, and I can make like a bridge over the water.
You could make so like a hamster wheel, right? But it's like not attached to a thing, and it's like a bridge, but it just rolls wherever we go.
Can we retcon to do this? I mean, it's a 5 cube feet thing, and as long as we can all fit in it.
Oh, I don't know about that. 5 by 5 by 5 cube.
Oh no, it's
A tight squeeze.
Yeah.
You can fabricate large, small, contained within a 10-foot cube.
I mean,
or
King
8.
probably takes up at least a good third of that.
It says within a 10-foot cube or 8 connected 5-foot cubes. It's essentially 120 feet.
8 connected 5-foot cubes.
Yes, so I can do like it's 120 feet, so it's literally like.
See, but then I feel bad for you and King because you guys are like 7 feet tall.
Well, that's the thing. If I make a bridge across the bog, we won't have to step into the bog.
Yeah, if it's a bridge across, then I guess.
Like a hanging bridge, where the steps go up, or we climb up on it and just walk through the trees. Are the
Pontoon
trees
bridge would work.
Are the trees sturdy?
Some of them are. I mean, some of them are big enough to hold people. Some of them are just small. It's a big mix of vegetation and growth.
Okay. What are the quality of these trees? Are they like gonna break the moment we step on them, or?
What do you mean, like step on them? Like how?
So, like,
you're
if
just
I
gonna,
make a bridge out of the trees that are, or the material that's around us, would the bridge break because the quality of trees are bad?
I mean, no. You could probably find the right trees to do. What's the spell that you're
Fabricate.
talking about? Okay.
So I'll just post it in chat without
Okay.
fucking giving yourself a Slack cast. So it's this here. So it's either I have this, or I have control waters, or Fergus can freeze the water. So, what is the plan?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's so hard to get through that you would need something like that.
Okay.
I mean, that might come into play, I guess, maybe later on as you move forward. But at this point, I mean, you can see a path forward. It's just hard going. So
Yeah.
when you're talking about, let me just see here.
We just didn't want to step in the bog.
Yeah, I mean, when you're
I don't
talking
want to
about
get my feet wet, man.
the bog is going to be as you kind of come into the edge of it. You're generally talking about going like a mile into the location of where they've been marked out on your map.
Okay.
So it's a matter of how much spell resources do you want to use up to be able to.
That's true. Well, I mean, at least you could fly, Fergus. You know, you could hover over the water. We'll just trudge through it. Tony, or excuse me, Jervis could jump from tree to tree. You know, like as a rogue.
No, I think I'll be good. It's fine.
Don't worry, we'll make sure to wash your boots afterwards. We'll go back to the village. Hire
They are my
some-
fancy magic boots, so
exactly. All right,
that's
so
okay.
Okay.
we trudge forward.
Okay.
without
So as you
moving.
trudge forward, your feet sink slightly, like with every step that you take. You can feel the temperature drop as you make your way forward. You hear the sounds of like frogs a bit off in the distance. It sounds like thousands of them singing, kind of like out of sync. And it makes it hard to hear like other sounds off in the distance. And let me up here. I'll drop you first.
Do we see anything? Then I have to do this. There we go.
All right, I think you can see the map now.
I can see it.
Okay. So immediately before you, one strange thing that you see is you see a built up, almost like cone, and it looks like it's mud, and it's kind of like bubbling, almost like a mini volcano. You can see steam
Ooh.
coming out of it,
Ooh,
and yeah, every once in a while you'll see like mud splatter up out, and you can kind of see like the surrounding area is a little bit much more muddy in that area.
what time of day is it?
At this point, it would be about 2 in the afternoon.
Okay.
Which actually, I think.
Does it say? Are we
changed
able to see the map or?
Yeah, you should be.
But not everyone might be on the map, maybe.
Oh no,
I have it set to like darkness, so there. I think you can.
Oh,
there we go.
There you go.
so I can see just fine. Holy
Boy,
moly,
it's
this is a
trees.
long map.
Yeah. Ew.
Jesus.
Oh,
Okay.
geez.
So yeah, so I thought you could see this. So this is what I was talking about. There's like a little,
Okay.
Yeah.
it almost looks like a mini mud volcano.
Huh. Well, Fergus, you know, we may not have someone to dry clean your boots, but there is a pseudo springs and spa resort here.
Okay, whatever. I can tell when I'm being made fun of. That's okay.
That's okay, Fergus.
All right, so we move forward. Right, team? Let's go, team.
Yep.
Oh,
I'm
King's
behind
gotta
you.
move with us. Go,
Yep.
King.
Because I don't have access to the map. My internet is not being cooperative.
No problem.
But that's what my phone is for. Even though my stupid earbuds broke and I'm like trying to get a warranty replacement. But that's neither here nor there.
As you begin to move a little bit more forward, over here at the edge of the small creek in the mud water, you see 5 humanoid bodies.
Humanoid bodies? Okay.
Like they don't have skin on them.
Mm.
How? We'd have to swim through the water, right? Is there points where we can like jump over it?
Yeah, I mean, if you can jump that far, or if you want to fabricate a bridge.
That's true. That's very true. Well, team, which way are we going? It looks like
Looks like at least forward.
Should we check this out over here?
Sure, I guess. I'm just going to hide behind the tree.
Yeah.
I'm gonna join you back there behind the tree, and I'm actually gonna float up. Oh wait, I'm gonna float up a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and use my flight thing. Let's go ahead and burn one of those. Bajoop. So I'm gonna float up in the air a little bit.
Okay.
I will, since I can neither fly, I will just walk up to the bodies and inspect them.
Okay. Roll me like a medicine check, or what are you trying to look for?
I just want to see what happened to them.
Yeah, then a medicine check.
Don't fail me now.
Okay. Yeah, you can tell that these people were killed by some kind of combination of acid and bites from a very large creature. They have deep, kind of like scarred acid burns on their body, which looks like it removed a bunch of their flesh. And in other parts, you can see like parts of them, or just chunks of them, are just like bitten off. Looking about them, you can see like equipment strewn kind of like somewhat near them. It looks like there are like crawfish cages.
Crawfish cages. I will relay this to everyone, what I can kind of glean off of them. Well, wasn't a frog.
Did you find the snack you were looking for?
I haven't gone fishing, but there are crayfish cages here, so I mean, that's always a plus. But it seems like they died to acid burns, is why they're missing their skin. But there's also these weird claw marks.
Perhaps our Leviathan, or not Leviathan, big guy, lots of necks. Oh my gosh, what is it called? The thing we're looking for.
Hydra.
Hydra, there we go. Oh my god.
Hence why you are the target today.
I
you're
want
looking there-
a big guy with lots of necks.
As you're looking at the bodies there, the little geyser erupts and mud sprays everywhere, but doesn't quite reach you, Sarala or King.
Awesome.
Oh, cool.
Well, so assuming there's like mud on the ground here, right?
Mhm.
I will pick up a branch and like reach out to like mess with the mud, see if it's just mud.
Okay. You kind of look at it. It's a little bit warm to the touch, but it appears to be mud. Although there seems to be like almost like a strange mineral within it. And you can kind of almost smell something a little bit different. It smells maybe like a little bit sulfurous.
Okay. Which is not bad. Are there any crayfish in the water?
Roll me a perception check.
I want to know that too. Gonna lower myself.
I want to know that too.
Sarala, as you kind of like look through, the water seems a little bit too muddy. You don't see any.
4 but got an 11. Come on. What the hell?
Fergus too. This just must not be the right place. You don't see any of these elusive blue shell
Now,
crawdads either.
if we do see any, I know how to catch them. what you do, you got to get yourself like a net or something. Like you can use your hand, depending on the size of them. A net would be better if you had like like one of those. Oh, geez, so it's got like a thing on the outside, and then the mesh net in the middle.
We do have crayfish cages here, though. That these what looks to be, I'm assuming, fishermen were here.
Twidget, you point out though, just right beyond where they were looking, you can see that there's probably a good, 4 dozen of them, kind of like clumped up.
Holy moly!
Yep, Twitter's just gonna say they're over there, guys.
But anyway, you get behind them, you put the net behind them, and then you bring your hand in front of them, and you just kind of like, there you go, just kind of like you hurt them, and then because they swim backwards because they curl up their tails to swim.
Ooh.
That's how you catch a crayfish.
I feel like Fergus, his eyes like alight with like the business kind of gleam that you see, the opportunity.
I'm gonna hover down. Well, I don't care about the business. Crawfish is good eating.
Oh no, you're not wrong.
I'm gonna hover down. No, this is not Fergus. This is real life me talking. No, I've been.
Blue shells are supposedly amazing. They are the best crayfish ever.
Well, I want to catch a blue shell. I need something to put it in. I need like a sack or something.
We've got crates, Fergus.
Okay, well, give me the crates. Okay, so I fly over. I get a crate. I take a crate. I come back. I look for a likely suspect. I put the crate behind it, and then I try and shoo it into the crate. That's how you catch a crawfish. Or we call them crawdaddies where I come from.
Yeah, they're not too hard to catch as soon as when you know where they are. Looking over the equipment, you can see that there's a couple of ways that you could set up like traps to like lure them in, and you could come back, like the following day or like hours later or something like that, and they'd all kind of come in, and you just kind of collect them that way. Or you could just go through and like pick them out one by one as you kind of find them.
I think we should set the traps, and we can come back later on our way out, pick them up.
Well, you did say there's 4 dozen of them, so I mean,
Yes,
unless we each pick a dozen, we will accomplish the task at a later time.
I mean, they are crawfish.
So yeah, I'm gonna set the traps, and then let's go do our real hunt. Trap.
Roll me a survival check.
I will help.
Survival.
I will help.
Okay.
I will help with the.
Okay, with advantage then.
Can I give myself guidance? Is that a thing?
Yeah, we can give you guidance.
I'm a willing creature. Yeah, I'd like to give myself guidance while I do this survival check.
With guidance
Bing bong boom. Well, I didn't roll very well. One of them was good. Okay, 17, and then a D4. So 20, dirty 20. Okay. We call that.
Nice. Yeah, you feel like you set these traps up pretty good.
I've done this before.
Yes, the man with the method. All right. Seeing as King would probably have more knowledge than us on how to do this. We should have had King roll it.
That's okay though. You guys are doing good.
King helped.
Okay. Well, also, DM, can we retcon that I hired Greta to watch my baby? And I paid her like 10 gold to do it.
Holy moly. That is a lot to pay a babysitter.
Hey, look.
I don't think we're really hurting, but yeah, that is a lot.
Look, the armor costs more than the babysitter, okay?
I see something over here, guys.
Yeah, as you're kind of setting up your traps, you notice suddenly like a cloud of like green noxious gas just kind of like forms up out of the bog ahead.
Uh-oh.
You got a lot of cool lighting effects going on in here.
Yeah,
Raggy.
I'll say it's really neat.
So
Let's be real careful.
To the other
Let's-
side, then?
Yeah, let's probably go the other way around. Because we don't know what that gas is.
Okay.
I ran into a tree. Go around the tree. Thank you. Oh, lag, please.
We're all trying to move at the same time.
Yeah, so the server's just like, hey.
There we go.
Yeah, I got king.
Alright. And
Is-
how far is this? Across? Is it like same level or is this like deep water?
It's deeper water.
It's deep.
It's hard to tell because it's kind of muddy and you can't really see the bottom. Where you were before with the crawdads, it was probably only like 4 feet deep.
Okay.
But as this is a little bit wider, you might guess it's maybe like 5 or 6 feet. Hard to tell though.
Can I jump to here?
Yeah, let me just see the jumping distance is based on your
Strength, right?
strength. Yeah, so it's
Do you want me to roll an athletics check?
no, it's just like a static number.
Oh, it's a straight then, I guess.
Where here? Just put this in here. So
Make a long jump. You cover up the number of feet to your strength score if you move at least 10 foot immediately before the jump. You make a standing long jump, you can only half the distance. Either way, each foot you clear could just cost a foot of movement. Okay, so seeing as this is from where I'm standing is 15
that's
across.
10 plus your strength modifier, which is 3, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, 13 feet.
Rule assumes the height of the matter just not across stream. Deems option you must succeed. That's an option. Okay, but that's depending on you, Andy.
With what? Yeah, I mean you can jump across for 13 feet there. Yeah.
Yeah. I leap across, and I will move my character to there.
Okay.
Ugh.
I leap across.
Oh, because you're flying! I glide across. Nick, what you posted in Discord is exactly how I see you flying across.
I just want to be clear. Like my flying pose, okay, is like like in one of those magic shows. I have a knife in my teeth at the same time, and cards in both my hands. Like I've got cards fanned out. My arms are spread wide. So
All right.
I look back
So
to Twitch and I'm like, oh shit, I forgot Twitch it.
Yep. So, Twidget.
I jump back. Come on, Twitch it.
Okay.
I'll take my little leap across.
Me and Twidget jump across together. Because I can pick up Twidget.
You could probably throw me.
You know what? Exactly. This is very true.
Someone catch.
I should have so did that.
as you trudge a little bit closer, one other thing that you notice is that there's a huge, like, dying willow tree that dominates this section of the area. Tied into the branches, you see carcasses of various swamp creatures like crocodiles, marsh deer, like large cranes, possum, that sort of thing. Many of these creatures are rotten and partially eaten. And you can kind of begin to smell like their stench a little bit from where you are.
Oh.
it is bad juju.
Well, it's
That I with
dying
my
willow
magical
tree.
ability, I can tell that's bad juju.
And we haven't seen a hide nor hair of this Hydra yet, right?
Well, except for the leavings back there. I gesture towards the bodies.
This it's true.
Yeah, but we still don't know where it is.
Do we see any signs of like the Hydra, like maybe like disturbances on the shore, or just like any like anything?
Yeah. Roll me like a survival check to see if you can pick up tracks or.
I'm not even gonna try.
Sarala is just like thinking about getting rid of this stump problem, and yeah, you can see like up off in the distance, some of the disturbed area. It sinks down, and you can see that like big footprints that are kind of like sunken and depressed into the kind of soft soil, and it leaves kind of behind these little watery footprints.
I point over to where you pointed, and I'm like, "Look, there seems to be like paw prints or footprints in the soil."
Can she tell the age of the prince or no?
Yeah, I would say with that check, you can see that they're pretty recent. Looking at like the water that's like in the kind of like in each like hole, you'd probably think that it might dry up if it was, too long. Although it's a bog, so it's hard to tell. You can tell that the water would hang around for a while, but
Okay.
it's not like it's been days. You would think recent hours.
Okay. Well, let's keep moving forward, team. We don't know where it is, but keep an eye out.
Yep, we should proceed with caution.
Every time I see Andy roll dice, I stop immediately. I'm like, where is it?
You're here.
You see over here on this side, the gas kind of like shoot up and form up in that location now.
Huh.
Like walking through a minefield, it feels like. Flying through a minefield.
So it was here last time, or was it here on the water?
It was here.
And now it's over there? That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's the same one. It's. I think that's just a feature of the bog. I mean, it's this noxious gas.
Yeah, like some sort of sulfuric vents or something.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's just kind of randomly popping up.
Okay.
In different locations.
Randomly.
Periodically.
Rolls dice randomly.
The connection when I roll my DA has nothing to do with it.
I neither confirm nor deny when I make these specific spots happen.
He's just making sure he can still roll, just for a reason.
That's right. Well, with all the lag, we want to make sure that we can.
I'm a combat roll and hide behind this rock.
Combat roll behind it. Just see Tim barrel roll across the floor like 30 feet.
Oh my god.
Mission Impossible theme plays. Yeah, can I examine this tree kind of from a distance? Because I mean, it's got little motes of light flying around. Was this the willow tree with the bodies hanging from it, the animal bodies?
Yeah, and I just rolled for King, since King has a strong connection with nature, and I'm doing this with advantage because of that. So 18 on your nature check.
Nice.
You see these kind of little tiny spirits, and you believe these are some kind of nature spirit flitting around this tree.
Oh.
It's a spirit. Roll a religion check.
You've heard of this kind of thing when, like, nature spirits get angered.
Oh.
I'll back up about 10 feet here.
Barrel rolls to hide with Dremis in the air too. He's not rolling on the
I
ground.
barrel roll like directly above Dremis.
He stands on
And
the
looking at like the scene, the way that like these animals are like tied up and like kind of like partially eaten, like almost like wasted in a way, you would think that these spirits are like angered by the way that these dead creatures have been treated in some sort of way.
Ah.
Mm,
So every time I move, I'm going to make a point to use naturally stealthy to try and hide behind the person that I'm behind. Because we don't have any small people besides me, right?
yeah, you're the only small one.
Okay.
No,
so
no,
then
no. Isn't a Twidget small?
I am Twidget.
That's-
Yes, I am.
You are Twidget. Oh, never mind. I was like, wait a minute.
Yes, Twidget is the
Sorry, my
only
bad.
one small
No,
in the
that's
group.
right.
Everyone else is like normal size or large, like me.
We just
Yeah.
prefer medium, not normal. Thank you.
Look, I'm large because I'm just pleasantly plump normally, okay? I'm just saying.
I'm just going to stay behind Large Marge.
Damn.
That's fine. I don't give a shit. I make great food.
All right, somebody roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Yeah.
27?
Oh,
Yeah, I feel very perceptive.
As you begin to get a little bit closer, you feel almost like the ground slightly move. I mean, the area that you're on almost feels like it's somewhat disconnected. You know, like it's almost like a floating island. So it almost you felt just kind of like a momentary movement of it. You can see ripples in the water up here, and you can hear some of the sounds of like the frogs kind of like drowning out some of the other sounds begin to quiet down.
I kind of like throw my arm out, like, everyone be careful, move.
And suddenly a creature emerges up from the water. Like one head comes up, then another, and it has these large toothy maw as it kind of like screams out. And as it does, you can almost see like a caustic type of green vapor kind of like coming out of its mouth as it like growls at you. And I'll need everybody to roll for initiative.
Woo, combat. Oh
That's
my
intelligent.
lord.
Uh-oh.
That initiative roll, dude.
Jeez.
Which
Holy
direction
moly.
is it?
Oh my god, my initiative roll. Screw me.
Oh, never mind. I see it.
Oh, those are cool. It's not a good dice, though.
It looks like that.
Like the bottom head on the right side is like, why are you yelling at me?
Let's see. Oh man, I had all kinds of stuff to play too. Let's see. Where am I? Oh, this. Okay. Let's see. All right. At the start of its round,
Yes. Yes, I did, Mom.
Wonk wonk. Oh no.
a let's see. First of all, it is going to move its movement
Oh my lord.
here.
It's right there. Please
It
no.
comes barreling up out of the swamp, and it spits something at you, at Fergus. 19 to hit.
No!
Need to make a dexterity
yeah.
saving throw.
That hits me. Dex saving throw, you say?
I was gonna say, how does Dex work with flying?
22, you say?
Hey.
Hey.
Cool.
With the
Nice.
being a 21. What the fuck?
Too bad you didn't have disadvantage, because that would be amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, I can voluntarily take disadvantage, right?
Can he store it to use later?
Okay, so
Yeah,
you still take the acid damage, but you are not poisoned by it.
I take 8 damage, you say? 8 damage. Oh,
Oh, do I have the right abilities?
a new shirt. Oh,
my
my
first
God.
my boots, and now my shirt.
You said it's biting at me.
Yeah, this one is going to bite at Dremis.
Oh, Lord.
I was gonna say, isn't Dremis hiding though?
Are you hiding?
Oh, yeah, I was hiding behind the rock.
Okay, roll me a. Did you roll?
Yeah.
Yeah, roll
I
stealth.
didn't roll a stealth because it wasn't quite there
Okay.
yet, but I should probably roll that.
Let's see.
Please, rogue beat. Oh, good God!
Those are some good
Yeah.
numbers there.
You know, you would have lost.
Oh, Lordy.
Okay.
Alright, well,
5 sets of eyes, so, don't feel too
Yeah.
bad.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So one of the heads reaches out and bites you. 18 to hit.
yeah.
Okay. So you take 8 piercing and 5 acid damage. One of the other head goes out to bite you again. 17 to hit this time.
Oh, Lord, does 17 continue to just bite my ass? I think it. Yeah. Damn. Just barely. Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
You take another 11 damage. Its other head goes to spit this time at Sorala.
Holy.
Damn. Wow, you really rolled 25 for that one. Holy, because I'm like, yeah, no, it's not gonna hit me. Nah, fuck that. Dex, you said?
Yep.
Yeah.
Please, Dex, don't fail me.
Okay.
That's so screwed.
You take the 7 acid damage and you are considered poisoned.
Dun, 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 dun. Holy moly. Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Alright.
This is gonna be bad.
This time it tries to spit at Twidget,
I'm hiding.
but it misses. Oh,
I'm
you're
hiding
hiding.
behind Strallo.
Okay. Then it would hit
Hit me.
go for King, but it's gonna miss. Okay. That is the end of its turn. Dremis.
Oh, good.
That was how
Okay.
many turns? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It has 5 heads.
Oh my lord.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine that was 5 attacks.
So I'm assuming since it can bite me from here, I can swing at it from here, right?
Well, it has reach, unless you have reach.
Oh, yeah, no. Okay. So then I'm gonna step to the side real quick. Because it has made me panic.
So that's one thing to keep in mind. You've seen it, shove its head out 10 feet out across, so it has a 10-foot reach, you would see.
Okay. So I'm gonna
Yeah, that's bad.
panic and cast Cone of Cold at it.
Oh.
Just in that direction, and then use...
Ooh, it fails.
Nice.
Nice.
And then I'm going to use my cunning action to disengage back over here. 'Cause I
Ended.
am very afraid of the big hits now.
At 35, it's barely injured.
You spray it, and it's just covered in icy frost, and its heads are like swinging around like wildly. They do not like this cold damage at all.
Uh,
All right, King, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Rage! Morning star, morning star.
Okay. Let's see here. All right, you rage and you run up on this guy. Let's see, let's see if this works. Do you want to recklessly attack it?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so you'll do so with advantage. Nice! Alright, you smack this guy 18 to hit for, and the rage damage is in there, for 14 points of damage.
Nice.
Pretty sure, yeah, okay. And then, let's see, how many attacks do you have per...
I think just 2.
Okay, let me see. Yeah, you have 2 per. Okay. Alright, so we'll do the same thing again.
Yep.
$16 this time, and it's not quite high damage. You got a 7, but it still hits.
Okay.
Alright, so you are like right up in front of his face. You want to just stay there in front of him?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, so that'll be the end of your turn. Twidget.
Okay, so I think I can do this. I can use meta magic on scrolls, right?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use Scroll of Haste. I'm gonna twin spell it. I'm going to use one on King. And the other... Who physically hits hardest? I'm torn between Dremis and Fergus.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe.
well, Dremis is about to get. I'm going to drop an invisibility on Dremis,
So yeah.
and then I'm going to back off and just start firing Eldritch Blasts over and over again.
Okay, so I'm going to do it on Dremis. So Dremis will get haste, and King is going to get haste.
Okay.
And I
Cool.
will link it so you can see. Well, Arwen won't be able to see, but...
Yeah.
So you'll get a +2 on your AC bonus, you'll have advantage on Dex saving throws, and you'll also gain an additional action, which can be used to attack, dash, engage, hide, or use an object.
Alright.
Alright.
And that'll be my
God
turn.
mode, basically.
Yes.
Nice.
And I'm gonna stay trying to hide behind Sarala for now. I'm sure she's gonna move, so the cover's gonna be blown, but...
Okay.
I probably may
Alright.
not, but
Fergus.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly back behind Dremis here. I'm going to drop 5 feet so as I can be within toucher in distance. And with your consent, I would like to cast Greater Invisibility on you.
Please, I'd rather this thing not bite me again.
All right. So, you are now greatly invisible. I'm concentrating, I guess. So there we go. And I'm gonna try my best to not get near that guy. And then that, I think that's all I can do. I think. No, and I can't drop Hex because that's also concentration. Yep, that's all I can do. All right, so I am done.
Okay. Sarala. Actually, at the end of your turn, It is going to use a legendary action,
Oh, fart.
Oh no!
and he is going to bite at King.
Oh,
22 hits. Let's see, your AC is 17, but it's +2, so that's still going to hit.
dang.
So you're
Now-
going to take-
This is gonna bite us in the ass probably someday, but I, as a DM, would like to recommend, if you're not using it, Legendary Training Wheels, the module, because it really helps me with the monsters that have these legendary actions to remember that they actually have them.
Yeah, I know.
Because I never ever remember unless I've got like a constant reminder. So it does like a little
Go
pop
get
up
the
at the end of each
food.
turn
It's
saying, "Hey, do you want to do an
downstairs."
action?" Okay, here you go. Just saying.
Okay.
You probably shouldn't install that though. That's a bad idea.
Okay.
It's okay.
All right, Scarlet, it's your turn.
So since I'm poisoned, I take damage at the end of my turn, right?
No. You're essentially the effect was I put it in the chat. You have like disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Okay. Well, let's stop that because what I need to do is not.
And this will end at the end of your turn.
Oh, so this is just for one round then. Okay, cool.
Yes. Yep.
So then, I will just then for this round. What I wanted to do, we'll have to wait until next turn. But for now, since I know it will end, I will just throw a small healing word at Dremis. Just a little heal. Nothing too bad. And it didn't roll yet? Question mark?
You gotta set what level it is.
I did say what level it was.
Oh.
That's the problem. Cast? Oh, it's gonna take 2 spell slots out. Yeah, I'm lagging. What the fudge? It doesn't matter. He's gonna take time to walk downstairs. Okay, so it's not rolling on my side for some reason. But if you could roll it for me.
Yeah. What? Sorry. What were you trying to roll?
I was just trying to roll healing word at like the first level just for Dremis. It's just not rolling for me. I don't know why.
Cause what's your modifier?
It's plus it's +4 for wisdom because it's under medicine, right?
I can do it if you want, Andy.
Sure.
I just don't.
Yeah, it's throwing an error in the console when it rolls. It looks like.
I don't. know
Oh.
why it's doing
Yeah, no, it's just not working for me either.
that. First bug of the game.
Yeah.
At least it's taken this long.
Okay. Well.
So then I'll just roll the dice then.
Yeah. Yeah. Just roll the dice. Yeah.
Let me figure out what the dice are. 1d4 + 4. Okay. So
And then that.
I'll roll a d4.
It doesn't look like it used a spell slot either when it.
So 6. So 6 to Dremis, I guess. I
That's
can't
fair.
tell what it is. And I will just throw that because that's a healing word's a bonus action. So I will just throw a sacred flame at it for now, which probably may
Okay.
do nothing, but we will try anyway. So you roll sacred flame, but you won't roll anything else. All right.
And it fails.
Nice.
Takes the Radiant damage.
And then I end my turn.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Oh.
What's that?
You see the swamp gas begin to shoot up in different locations. Where is my other number 5? Oh, down here. Okay. All right. It is now its turn. It is going to... Actually, it's not going to do that. It is actually going to do this. It
Oh my gosh.
multiple heads at the same time, kind of like all form together, and a caustic liquid sprays out in a 30-foot cone. See, I'll need everybody but Fergus to make a dexterity saving throw. I will roll for King.
I'm gonna use Favored by the Gods to add to that.
All right, and King actually has advantage because of rage. So King passes.
And haste too. Double advantage.
Oh, nice, yeah.
And luckily, I'm a rogue, so I'm just able to avoid all damage from
That's
that.
okay. I'll just take the damage because, I'm actually blocking cover for Twidget. It's perfectly fine.
It's
Minus 20.
Holy moly.
Nah,
So-
fine.
So 10 for the people that made the save.
Correct. Yeah, or 20 if you failed.
And it is fun as a rogue because of dodge.
Yeah, nice. Okay. That was its turn, Dremus.
Okay.
Forget you're invisible, so you have advantage on all your attacks.
So then, fun part. Gonna use my cunning action to dash over here. And then I will strike at it with my cane. I think I missed horribly the first time. Then,
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Oh wait, I'm striking from flanking, so yeah. So
Yeah, if you just get on the other side here, you can go roll those with advantage. So the 17 there, your first one will hit.
But also they're invisible.
Oh, that's true. So you have advantage anyways. So you can position wherever you want.
And then probably the sneak because of King being in front right now.
Yes. Okay.
So at least,
And you get an extra action because you're hasted.
yeah, the second cane hit didn't really land though, which is sad. Okay. That'll be what I can do for now.
Okay. So do you normally only have one attack?
Yeah, I normally only have one attack. The other
okay.
attack that I usually do is my bonus action.
Got it. Okay. All right, King, it is your turn. You want to swing that mace again?
Snatchy, snatchy.
Or Morningstar? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right, you get to swing 3 times this time, and we won't reckless because
Swing it around.
you have advantage.
It's a gradual.
Okay. Yeah. First one, you kind of like swing and it just like thumps into it. Doesn't seem to do any damage. But the next 2, you're able to find a good spot to just kind of like lodge into it, and you just kind of like hit the same spot, and it howls out in pain. So a total of 9 and 8. All right. Did you want to move anywhere, or you want to stay right where? Right now, you're in flanking position with.
I'll stay where I am.
Okay. All right. After your turn, it is going to use a legendary action. It will. Let's see. It will just bite King. Oof. But it misses horribly with a 1. That would have been some good damage.
Wow.
It was max
Alright.
damage for the bite, by the way. Already.
Yeah.
Damn.
You have lived to see another day.
All right. Twitch it.
Okay, so Twidget is going to move here. She is going to cast Mass Healing Word. For 8. So everyone will get 8.
Perfect.
And I will move back behind Sorella.
Thank you for your kindness.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is that it for your turn?
Because that was it's considered an act, or that's a bonus action. So that means I can still do Firebolt, right?
Yes.
Okay, then I will Firebolt.
Just so I make sure that hit me too, or
Yes, everyone.
okay, just making sure.
That's why he stepped forward.
$15 to hit. Yes. That does hit. You hit it with your fire, and it doesn't seem to be doing quite as much damage as you think it should, but it is damaging it.
Okay.
All right, Fergus.
All right, let's see. I am going to hit it with my Eldritch Blast. Let's do 2 of those. 1, 2. Bing, bong, boom. So 15 to hit.
That hits.
And a 19 to hit for a total of 21 damage.
Nice.
And then I'm going to back up a little bit because I don't want to be that close to it. And I'm going to go some feet in the air. And I'll be done.
Okay.
Okay, so then
At the end of Fergus's turn, it will take a legendary action, though. This time it is going to spit at Sorella.
of course you will. Every time you fucking pee, it hits 25. God damn it! And I'm poisoned again. Are you? Or have you even rolled?
Well, you make a dex save to figure out. Yeah.
Okay,
You'll
look,
take
Dex
six
is
acid
not my
damage.
strong suit. But I've
Yeah,
had it
there
this
you go.
time.
There you go. All right, so you just take 6 acid damage.
God
You
You're
damn
not
kept
it.
your mouth closed instead of screaming at it when it smacked you.
Okay, so you mean to tell me, DM, that I should re-roll my domain because apparently a lot of monsters we fight are fire resistance, and that kind of fucks me over as a forged domain.
Rip.
Damn. Well, I wanted to do this, but I mean, it's kind of injured. I don't know what the point would be doing this now. I will just. What is that? I will. Yeah, fuck it, why not? I want to try using it. I'm gonna cast Wall of Fire. And it's going to be in a circle around where the Hydra is standing.
Okay.
So I need to fix
Wait.
this.
Aren't you gonna hit the people next to him?
So the damage happens inside of the fire. The damage outside of the fire doesn't happen, but they do need to make a dex save, I think, just to move out of the way as I place it. But other than that, after each round, it won't affect on the outside of the fire. So where King and Dremis are standing, it won't affect.
Ow.
Them.
Yeah, that was not a good idea.
It's fine. It's perfectly fine. Let's see. How do
So
I
are you making a ring?
Yeah, I'm trying to make
Oh.
a ring around it, but I can't figure out how to do that. It's like I have to place it and then move it, I think? Or do I have to change the object shape? It's a rectangular shape. This? No? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna place it and see if I can move it. Can I adjust it? Go to here.
I mean,
Oh, it's this. Okay, so then... Shit, how do I...
Yeah, what you'll need to do is just put down a different circular template.
Okay, so...
Let me just make one.
Ah! Perfect.
So essentially, the ring would be the outside edges of it, if that's what you're trying. I mean, is that how you're trying to place it, or?
Or does it have to be that big?
I mean, the way it's worded, you're still hitting Dremis with 32 fire damage.
Well, luckily, at least since I'm a rogue, it's halved because I messed up the deck save. But
yeah, it says you can make it up to 20 feet in diameter. So I guess how big did you want to make it?
I just want it, like this size, just the size of him. Since they're flaking, I don't want them to be in the circle.
Okay, so
Yeah. If I can... It's a little... Can I... How do I make it... Can I do it like this instead?
yeah, that would be fine too. Oops, didn't mean to do that.
And then I'll just...
Here, put it back there if you want.
I got it. There you go.
There you go. Okay.
It's a ring. It looks like a circle, but it looks like a square, but it's a ring. That's how big I want to make it.
Okay.
So, do they, since it's only that big, do they still have to make the deck save?
Yes. It literally says when the wall appears within its area, a creature must make a dex saving throw.
Okay. Well, Dremis is still alive.
and then
King has to
I'm
make
pretty
the check,
sure.
Okay.
And King has advantage. Of rage. Okay. And then, all right. So let me take care of King's damage.
And so
Still have.
I'll just have fun with this and use my reaction for uncanny dodge. So I will take like 8 damage from it.
Wow.
All right, so it takes half of half because it's resistant to fire.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Anything else on your turn? As you surround this creature in this fiery sphere, almost.
No, I can't cast anything else as a bonus action. Nope. No, I think I'm pretty much safe. The only thing is that, if it stays in there, it will take the same damage. Even if it's resistant, it'll take the same amount of damage every time it ends its turn, within 10 feet in the inside of that circle. So, with it being inside the circle, it will continue to take damage. Enter.
But you're causing more damage to the people that you just hit than you did the Hydra.
Well, the thing is that it won't deal to the outside of the ring. They're on the outside of the ring. So they take it once because it spawns, but they don't take any more because the damage is dealt on the inside.
No, I understand that, but you hit it for half damage on actually a quarter damage because it made it save, didn't it?
Right. So now it will actually only take half damage, so it won't take quarter.
I know, but it can move out of that.
It could.
I don't think there's anything saying that it can't move out of it, right? And you almost halved 2 of our players' HP. I mean, it's fine. You did what you did, but I just want to point out. Sorry.
Oh, good. Okay, so on its turn, all right. So does it take? Let me just see on the start of the turn.
I think it's when it ends its turn.
It enters for the first time or ends its turn, right? Okay. All right, so he is going to come out here, and he is going to let's see. First, he will bite at Sarala. Miss. Next, he will bite at King. That is going to be a miss. Next, he will. Are you still invisible, Dremus?
Yeah.
Okay.
Until Fergus's concentration breaks.
Was it like greater invisibility or?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. All right. He will spit at Fergus.
Oh.
Unless you're not invisible or anything, are you? No. Okay.
No, I'm way down here. So 26 hits, right?
Yep. So you need to make a dex save. See if you get poisoned, and a con save, I suppose, if you're concentrating.
I'm poisoned. And then a con save. Well, there we go.
Did Dremus
Well, you're
get
no
a
longer invisible.
attack of opportunity?
I did not take.
Oh
that
yeah, you get an
quick
attack of
enough.
opportunity.
With advantage.
Yes. All right.
But now you're no longer invisible.
Yeah.
That was fun while it lasted.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Where was I? That was 1, 2.
Um,
1, 2, 3, 3. Okay. He will bite at Srala.
with advantage? No, 'cause 19.
No, he doesn't have advantage on anything.
It
So
doesn't
I don't
hit.
think a 19 hits. Okay. And his last bite will be at Srala again.
And that one hits. And I... can't select myself because it's not on the right tool. There we go. That's the wrong tool. Minus 11.
Oh, and was the wall concentration, by the way?
Yeah, it's concentration. So do I need to roll, what's...
Yeah, a con save.
Constitution. Yeah.
Do I drop it or no?
11. No, you're still good.
Okay. Also, Dremis and King need to add their health back because the way it is, if they spawned in the area, it says within its area, do they have to make the dex saving throw? So they can add their health back since they technically did not get hit by it.
Oh.
Since we only spawned it up to so feet and they're standing outside of that ring. When the wall appears, each creature within its area must make a dex saving. Since King and Remus are outside of the area, they don't have to make the dex and they don't take damage.
I mean, the way that I'm reading it, it affects people when you first cast it, and then
Within its area, that's the point. When the wall appears, each creature within the area that it spawned in. So it spawned only up to so many squares. They're standing outside of where I spawned it.
Oh, yeah, it even specifies one side of the wall. You cast, yeah, one side of the wall selected by you when you cast it. And that side or inside.
So that's like if you were doing the straight wall, that within 10 feet thing does not apply until after they select the side. And that doesn't apply until the end of your turn that you pick. Like, when they say within the area of the wall, it's like, are you in the wall? Like, did they spawn the wall on top of you?
Yeah.
Right,
That's how I'm reading it.
yeah, I'm reading it as kind of like from step 1, initial damage, and then as you go further down. I mean, it's up to how Andy interprets it. But...
yeah, it's a word spell. We'll go with it didn't affect him.
Okay.
Let's see, how much damage was that?
32 and 16.
8. Because of uncanny. I uncanny dodged it, but
okay. Let me add this back to King. Okay. All right, that is the end of its turn. Dremis.
So then,
Oh, the other thing that happens is little creatures, little tiny creatures, surface up out of the swamp that look like this.
ugh.
And Dremis, it is your turn.
Okay. Nope, not conditions. But I'll take steps over here. Take a swing at it. That does not hit. Does it hit?
Nope. That does not hit.
Eh. That one, though.
That one finds its mark.
Okay.
And you get sneak attack in there. Or 11. Okay.
Okay. And then just because I'll use the bonus attack. Let's try and stab it one more time.
Okay, that's going to hit. For another 5.
Okay. Let's pray I don't regret that.
It is bleeding a bloody mess all over the place. Alright, King, it is your turn. Do you want to swing that
Smashy, smashy.
smashy? Okay, and let's... let's see. Are you keeping that ring of fire up? Sorella?
Yes.
Okay. Do that. Let's see, I gotta move King out here. Let's see, he can't really get in any good position to flank then, so he will just... You want to recklessly attack or no? To get advantage?
Yes.
Okay. 1, 2, and 3. Oof. All 3 of them are going to hit. As you
Nice.
just swing with vigor under the hasted condition. I mean, you're just chunking away, and just now it's like black, like goo is just like squirting from it, and it's like almost like sizzling away. 12. It is looking really rough. All right.
Those guys are itty bitty.
Are you? You are not invisible, right?
I am not.
Oh, okay. I'm just going to try and poke you with a dagger. 20 to hit.
My butt cheek, how could you?
Wait, what?
All right,
That little
Twidget,
guy
it is
attacked
your
us?
turn. Yep.
Okay, so Twidget is going to cast. So, using an ability from an item as a standard action, that means that I can still do a bonus action spell, right? Like, it doesn't count as casting 2 spells? Or does it?
Like you have an item that's going to cast a spell. Is that what? You're
Yeah, I want to use my Michael Jackson glove to blind the Hydra.
Nice.
Okay. Nice.
Would I still be able to use a healing word with that, or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, he's gonna make a con save.
I just imagine Widget doing like a
Shimana! Yeah.
Yeah. You hold your hand up, and just a bright flash goes off. But unfortunately, he has too many heads. It seems that he wasn't quite taken by it.
Okay, so then with my bonus action, I'm going to use Healing Word on Sarala.
Okay.
But I'm actually going to amp it up to a level 2 spell. And I'm going to re-roll that 1 using one of my sorcery points. So that'll actually be 10.
Okay.
I'm trying to think, actually. Yes, so yeah, I can do 1 sorcery point to re-roll 1 damage dice. That does count as a damage dice, right? Or does it not?
Does what count as a damage dice?
The 1 that I rolled from Healing Word.
I mean, it says when you roll damage for a spell, yeah. Yeah, no, I wouldn't say that your healing word would count as that.
Okay, so then it'll just be 8.
Okay.
And that's my turn. I'm going to heat up food real quick. I'll be right back.
All right. After Twidget's turn, it will. All right. It goes and starts stomping and slashing its tail down into the water next to it, causing. Yeah, all 4 of everybody but Fergus needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh my god.
Does hasten give me advantage to that?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so does rage.
Double advantage.
But you rolled 2 11s, so 13.
Oh no!
Alright, so you'll take 10 acid damage. Srala takes 10 acid damage. Let's see. Twidget steps away. Let me roll for Twidget. Twidget fails. Tremis, I need a save from you.
Me.
Yeah, but it's like an effect that is just like splashing water, so
Right.
acidic water on you. Is Dremis here?
No, you can roll it for me.
Premises.
Okay. And he'll get advantage. He saves. He just takes half. 5. Okay. Alright, this guy is going to come up here and dash. It'll be the end of its turn. $25, $30. He's going to swipe at Dremis.
Holy moly.
25 to hit for another 6. I don't think is Dremis back yet. Take it off of his character. Alright, Fergus, it is your turn.
Okay. Just trying to see where to run here because I want to get further away, but not so far away that I don't know. All right, I'm going to. I'll just go ahead and fire off my 2 blasts real quick. Uno and dos. 18 and 23 for 22. Wait. Ignore that third one. Sorry, I must have double clicked it one time. So 22 damage if both of those hit.
They do.
And then I'm gonna run back this way. 30 feet. Meh. There we go. Hopefully that's far enough away.
Okay.
All right. All done. End turn.
All right. Okay. See, on this creature's turn, okay, it is going to. So it'll move up a little bit. Hey. Okay. All right. It throws down a wall of ice. What is going to happen, though, is... Okay, you save, but... When you go north, 2 you go south. And you'd go like at a diagonal, so you'd be shunted this direction.
I'm back.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so you pass, so you just take half the cold damage of 33. All right, and Thrall, it is your turn. And the Hydra is looking insanely bad right now.
Trying to decide what to do. Do I have it on me? No, I don't. Oh, that's upsetting. I guess I will just take my pick and swing it.
Okay.
And I'll also use one of the slots to do fire damage, even if it's resistant. It'll just add more damage to it, I guess.
Okay.
So I have to roll.
16 hits. It only has 4 hit points left, though. So as you take out your pick and slam into it, the last of it just thumps and drops to the ground.
Okay. Did you
Get
roll,
that Hydra heart.
Did you roll for this to save the wall?
Oh, true. I didn't even notice he was down there. Let me see.
It's so tiny.
I know. He got wrecked. Alright, well, he passes, but he's still... Let me see, is he resistant? No, he's not.
Oh, it's cold damage, right? Hold on a
Yeah.
second. It's cold, so I only take a quarter damage because I'm resistant to cold naturally.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Is that
I
true?
used to be, and then I moved from New York to Southern California.
It's true. I did suffer high. I have resistance. Yeah, I have resistance to cold damage. Cool. So let me add back 6 plus 6.
That's a true story, by the way. If it dips below 65, I have to put a jacket on.
That's normal.
So that ends.
That's not weird.
Oh wait, that's an action. As a bonus action. I'll cast Healing Word again. Add Dremis since he's gonna die. It's a 1d4 plus 4. So I'll cast it at a 2nd level, I guess. So what is it, a 2d4 plus 4? Yay, nay, someone? Second
I
level
think so.
2d4?
Yeah,
Extra
increases by a
D4.
d4 each slot level, yeah.
Plus 4, so 9. And then that ends my turn.
Okay. Oh boy.
That's never a good sign.
Uh-oh.
Okay. That's there. Where's the other one? As it lands in your fire.
Oh no.
Where did my thing go? Oops. Oh, there it is.
That's 3 6s and a 1.
And this is a... I don't have a template set for that. It's a 20-foot radius. So I need Dremis and King, it looks like. It looks like, Sorella, you just barely escaped that.
Plus they should be still hasted. Hopefully they're still hasted to have advantage.
Okay. So you take half of the 19. So
Hooray for being a rogue! I somehow avoid an explosion.
the swamp gas shoots up just where this ring of fire is, and just causes this massive explosion. Okay.
Oh my
Alright.
gosh.
What about those little dudes there? Do they need to take a?
Does it say DP?
Oh, they do.
Yeah,
Yes.
I would say all the little
They're so little, like
butt stabbers that are behind me. Ugh.
One misses. Looks like.
Ten, 19. Okay. All right. At the top of the round. Just see. Yeah. You at the top of the round, you see the willow tree, its branches reaching out and pulling in two of these. Let's see, they need to make a.
Oh no.
One of them is pulled back. Oops. And it is restrained. The other one somehow manages to get out of the reach of this willow tree. All right, Dremis, it is your turn.
Gemus is unhappy with being butt stabbed. So Gemus is going to turn around and swing at this one. With cane.
Whoa.
Nice. The one top or kitty corner to you? That
Top.
one. Okay.
And then... Am I still hasted, or...
Yes.
So then... I'm going to swing out with the hand. I think...
Okay. Yeah, you try and punch him with the hand. He's so tiny, it's like you're just not able to quite land your mark.
And then with the final gust of... Actually, you know what? Safety, Gemus. And I'm going to use my cunning action and disengage. Can't let rage control me. I am not a barbarian. Okay. Alright, and then that is my turn.
Okay, let's see. King, you're up. Do you want to start swinging on these little froggy guys?
Yes.
Okay. Up here. Recklessly?
Yes.
Always. It didn't help.
Didn't help.
At least with the
All
first
right.
But the next one.
Next one hits. 7 points of damage. And then your hasted swing. Hits as wow, that's a nice damage. roll. You just smack this little guy upside the head. You're surprised at how small he is, at how much punishment he was able to take. Okay. All right, it is his turn. He did not like that. All right, he is going to. He's just going to try and stab you with his dagger. 26 to hit. For 6. On King. All right, Twidget, it is your turn.
Okay, so the wall of ice, does it actually block my line of sight or no?
That is a good question. Yeah, I would say it does. Yeah, it's not like clear ice. It is an object that can be damaged, it says. There's an AC of 12, 30 hit points.
Okay. So I have this guy next to me. So if I was to do mass healing word, it wouldn't hit anyone because I'm on the other side of the wall, right?
If you need sight for that, I don't know.
Yeah, it's what you can
I think
see
so.
range.
Yeah.
I'm on top of the wall.
Okay, so this guy is. I was getting food, so is that actually his bowl of ice?
Yes. Or at least I think it
No,
is.
it's this guy over here that cast it. Up by King.
Oh.
I don't know
Oh.
why my thing isn't showing.
Is it the first one in front of it, or is the one next to it?
The other one. Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Which... Actually, he failed his con save, so the wall is going bye-bye because it's a concentration spell.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, so when the explosion went off, he took damage. He would have dropped that.
Okay, so the measured templates also aren't working, at least on Fireball. Can you show me how big a 20-foot radius is?
Yeah. Like that.
Okay, so if I was to move it... there? What does that look like? Okay, move it.
You probably want it, yeah, like that.
Yeah.
You get
Yeah, if
three
I
of them.
can if I can position it without hitting King, then I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Yeah, bring the tree and the spirits too. That's gonna be.
You're right. We should probably see what's going. Huh?
No, do it.
Yeah,
Okay,
the tree's
then.
evil. The tree is evil. It tried to grab me. Well, not necessarily me, but it grabbed the little things behind me. It probably wanted to touch my butt too.
Okay, so it's 8d6, right?
Huh? Wait. Oh yeah, it's fireball.
Yeah.
So Fireball doesn't work either? God, that sucks. What the hell?
Yeah, and it didn't even let me actually do like the radius macro thing, so...
Yeah.
Okay, so it'll be 31, and then the DC... It's DC for half, right?
Yeah, if they fail.
Yeah, so it should be... 15 dex for half.
Okay. Let's see, this guy, well, he fails anyways because he's restrained, but... 1, This guy passes, so he'll take the half. This guy fails, killing him. Okay. Nice. Oh. Does this trigger another? Oh, it doesn't. We didn't even think about that. It's not quite. Let me just move this to me, see if it's in the swamp gas. No, it's. Nope, you're good.
Okay. And then I'm just going to move right here.
Okay. Okay. All right, this guy is going to try and stab Twidget. It's a 10 is going to miss. All right, and then it is going to try and run. So if you want to attack of opportunity.
I don't even know where my melee attacks are. You guys are both flailing at each other. He tries to hit you, and then you try and stab him back. Yeah, but he runs. All right. Next up. Okay, let me delete this template. All right, this guy is going to try and stab at King. And is going to miss. And he too is going to try and run. And King, I assume you want to attack of opportunity him?
Yes.
Okay.
Andy, pause the game on my screen.
Oh, whoops. Okay. But you swing and miss. This little guy is just too slippery and small.
Dang.
Let's see. And he goes. Okay. Fergus, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm just gonna slide out from behind this tree over here and throw an Eldritch Blast at this little barely injured guy. Throw a couple at him. Brup-up-up-up. Actions. Blast him. And blast him.
That hits. That hits.
There you go. And then I'm going to slide up about a few more feet over here. Still hovering way above where he is, but getting a little bit closer to everyone else. All right. End turn.
All right, Sorella.
I'm gonna cast. How far are you from me now? About 50. I'm gonna cast a mass healing word just because. Why not? Everyone gets 8.
Thank you.
That counts as a bonus action. And then I will Sacred Flame this one. Since he's restrained,
Okay.
I'm assuming he automatically fails the dex save.
All right. Yeah, he has disadvantage. Let's see.
I also dropped concentration on the wall of fire.
Okay. Okay, he fails. He takes the full 9. All right. Is that it? Okay. Okay, this moves over here. And where's my other key? Oh, it's up here. Okay. Okay. Wish I could have a macro that would actually move it to those locations. All right. This guy is dead. All right, Dremis, it is your turn. You now see these little creatures trying to scurry away.
Alright. Well, I'll help the one in the poor tree. And I'll try and put him out of his misery. With the short bow. And he is too small for me to hit.
Yes. Arrow lands into the tree next to him.
Sorry, tree. Please don't try to grab me. Just, yeah. Oh wait, I'm still hasted. So then, you know what? I'll give it one more shot. Maybe I can help you, little thing, and you not suffer in the tree.
Oh my god!
Nope. Still can't get it.
Wow!
First arrow in half.
Yeah.
Well, all right. I tried to be good to nature. I can help you.
All right. King, you see there's one little froggy guy like tied up in the tree right now, and another one like trying to go into the water. Both of them are within your range to run up and swing on them.
Arwen?
I'm sorry, what?
All right, so on your turn, there's a one little froggy guy tied up in the tree right now, and there's another one like trying to swim down underneath the water. Both of them are within range of you to run up and swing on them.
I will swing on the one that's trying to swim away.
Okay. Recklessly?
Yes.
Okay. All right, the first one misses the second swing. Hits him for 8 damage. And the third one hits him for 10. And he is... Oops. Did I just apply that to you instead? I did. God damn it. I was like, why wasn't the thing going down? Okay. Let's see how this looks now. Okay. And this will kill him. All right, the first one kind of like splashes into the water next to him, and the next two just flail, and the last one just like breaks his poor little leg as he tries to flee. All right. This guy is dead. We're from the combat. All right, Twidget, it is your turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna burn a sorcery point, and I'm going to twin spell Firebolt. First one is going to go to the one that's tied up.
Okay. Damn.
Twidget is not playing today.
Yowza!
And the second one is gonna go for
That
this
kills
one.
it.
Should have done it the other way,
Yeah.
damn it. Uh,
Wow, look at the damage difference there. Okay, so which one?
So the top one was the one that was the 26, and this
Yep.
one down here is the one that's the 5.
Okay, got it. Should be the last one left. Okay. Anything else in your turn?
That's my turn.
All right. All right. It is its turn. It is going to go there and dive down into the water. And I think, yeah, that guy's dead. All right, Fergus, it is your turn. You just saw this one get blasted with a firebolt, and then it dove down underneath the water.
Okay, I'm just gonna let it go. I'm not gonna go diving for it. I'll move up here with my friends and just be on the lookout. If any other enemies pop out their heads, I'll blast them with a Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Is anybody else going to try and do anything to pursue the last one?
No.
No.
Let's end the combat then. Okay, you look around the swamp here, and you don't see any other threats at this point. Sounds of the swamp begin to come back as you hear the birds and things like that, and the various frogs.
So, who wants to carve it?
Heart. Yeah?
Can we take
Yeah.
a short rest?
That actually might end up being a safe idea too.
I wouldn't say no to a short rest while we carve up this guy's heart. Do you want me to do it?
Wouldn't it have to deal with Dex in order to carve
Mhm.
something? So it would have to
Yes.
be premise.
Yeah, you're probably a little better at it.
Or it would be what, medicine, I'm
I was
assuming?
gonna say, or would it be a medicine check?
Usually everything
Um,
we've chopped up so far has had to deal with Dremis cutting up something.
All right, so it's a monstrosity, and monstrosities. Well, yeah, you can run a nature check to see how well you can understand it. I'm going to give you guys advantage on these, because when you spoke with Granny Saltwood, she would have kind of explained to you a little bit more in depth of the things that you needed to do to be successful in this.
Okay. So with the nature check,
Yeah, let me pull up my document. What? Okay. So given that, you know that for surely you're pretty sure that you could use the heart. You do know that if you fail the heart, let me just see. Actually, it doesn't have a negative impact if you fail this. Okay. You also feel like you could pull out some of its teeth, its blood, some of its scales, and its spinal cord.
Ugh. I'm not sure what we do with the spine, but that sounds interesting. All right.
Been eaten.
Then I guess
Probably.
it is
I
time
wouldn't know.
then I guess it is time to carve this thing, right?
Mm-hmm. So you need to make a dex check, and you can do so with advantage. Damn, you nailed it. Holy shit. That's good. Okay. You are able to successfully harvest all of its parts. Let me put these into...
Because my friend needs their hand back.
And as you recall, what Granny Saltwood told you is that that you need to eat the heart. But she told you that this is a special kind of Hydra. And so she gave you like a vial of some kind of liquid to drink before you consumed the heart. And she said it would give you bad heartburn, as she called it, if you didn't use this.
I'm pretty sure the heartburn would be due to the acid of the fucking Hydra.
So Gemus is gonna walk over to our one-handed friend. I believe this is yours. Just make sure to drink the other thing, yeah? I don't think I want to see you burn inside out.
Won't be the first time. And I kind of like twirl the pickaxe in one hand that's slightly aflame. And then put it back because I only have one hand and I have to somehow hold the heart and open the bottle at the same time. Can you open this bottle, Jonas?
Yeah, Jonas is gonna just open the bottle for you. Would you like me to feed it to you too?
No, I'll just hold the heart. I'll drink it myself. I'm not incapable, fam.
All right, your choice.
So
He just kind of keeps staring at the heart.
I'll drink the potion first.
Okay.
What happens?
You drink it and you feel your body almost come tingly and like numb, like when you go to the dentist and they kind of like numb your teeth. But this feels almost like your entire body, and your body just begins to almost like it feels like it's vibrating. But I mean, if somebody were to touch you, you're not like vibrating in any sort of way. But you feel like you're vibrating and numb. It's a very strange sensation. And what you know about this is that you have to eat this quickly within 24 hours upon killing the Hydra.
I kind of like, after drinking it, I kind of go, ugh, tastes what my master used to fucking give me when I was a kid. It's awful.
Stones? I mean, it tastes like stones? Do dwarves only eat stones?
No, it doesn't taste. Ugh. Here, give me the heart.
Yeah, yes.
And I kind of look at the heart, and I kind of like turn it over. I'm assuming, how big is this heart?
It's like a 10-pound. It's big.
A basketball.
Takes, yeah.
How the hell am I gonna eat this thing? Can I cook it, or do I have to eat it raw? I don't think we clarified that.
I think you're supposed
You gotta
to
eat it raw.
As most things are. And
there's a little salt for you to put on it.
It's chewy.
Can I have some seasonings? Make it taste better.
Yeah, you can add seasonings to it. Some crawdads.
I could use prestidigitation to make it taste like pizza.
Perfect. At least it'll go down great.
Yeah, I'll season it. Absolutely. I wave my hand over it, and now it tastes like whatever you want it to taste like.
Thanks.
Can I haste her so she can do it faster?
What would it take me an hour?
I mean, that tracks, right?
I mean, would it
Yeah?
take me an hour to eat this? Now it can only take me 5 minutes.
Yeah, it would normally take you 10 minutes to chow this thing down, but yeah, I would say you could have that in half to eat it in 5 minutes.
Alright, so not only do I feel numb and tingly, now the heart I'm gonna eat is gonna taste like whatever the fuck I want it to be, and I can eat it at twice the speed. This is some weird fucking shit
I
going
posted
down.
a relevant GIF in the Discord.
all of these are accurate. The Kermit frog is how I feel.
Yeah, but
I just
imagine
realized
he doesn't have a hand there.
Alright.
I just realized I
Stop.
posted the loot log in the wrong loot log.
I will,
There we go.
Oh my god, the watermelon is so true. It's so
Oh
true.
my goodness.
That's exactly how I feel with this heart.
Ow! That is incredible. Oh my god.
So I don't even want to eat it now. I just want to laugh at the memes.
I don't have the stomach to watch that shit.
So I hold the heart. Now that's a glow with like seasoning somehow. And I looked at Twitch and I'm like, you might want to look away, because believe me, I don't want to look at it either.
I'll be right back.
And so I start eating it. I take a bite. It tastes great. And I wonder why. Then I know. And I eat it. I eat it hard. I don't want to eat it either. I don't want to eat. I did the whole like crying.
Yeah, it's got this chewy consistency that like it's just like you're just chewing and chewing and chewing. It's hard to get through, but yeah, you managed to scarf it down.
And then I look to the sky and I'm like, what is this world? And I go sit by this rock over here.
But as you eat it, though, I mean, you feel like you're just brimming with power as all of your hit points come back to you.
Oh, wow.
And you look down at your stump, and it like almost immediately begins to. You can see it just slowly, like starting to like move and form back into a hand.
Is it my actual hand or is it like a deformed hand? Like,
I mean, it's hard to tell. At this point, it's slowly growing. I mean, it's fast growing, but I mean, it looks like it's forming into your normal hand. But you have this weird, strange, intense feeling of still being very hungry.
oh no.
Oh no.
So I'm hasted. I ate something that tastes great, but now I'm brimming with power, so I'm back to full health, and I'm hungry. And it's still, my hand is still growing, right? So I'm just watching it reform in front of me.
Mhm.
Okay. I kind of look to the others. I'm like, hey, do we have any more snacks left over? I know this is really strange to ask, but do you guys have any more rations? I'm really starving.
We do still possibly have crawdads. The traps down the beach.
I don't know how I'm starving, but I'm just hungry.
And from a mechanical standpoint, you suffer 1 level exhaustion until you eat 5 pounds of food.
Okay. And now I'm
Wow.
exhaustion one.
That is a lot of food.
Okay.
Well, you can have one of my rations. Here you go.
How
That's
much?
2 pounds.
You can take one of mine too.
So that's 4. I need 1 more. Do I have any of my own?
I would say you have some of your own, yeah.
Wait, do we need another one? I've got plenty, but
I just have 5 pounds of it.
there you go. Have another.
I
You
eat.
probably have all kinds of crawdads in your traps by now, too.
That's true. So we'll just
Yeah.
replenish
We
our
have to prep
rations.
them. You're hungry now. Just eat this.
I devour the rations. Just
Nice.
is my exhaustion gone?
Yes.
Okay. So what's happening with my hand? How long is it gonna take to grow?
Yeah, over the course of the next 15 minutes, as you're chowing down on the rations, and they surprisingly never tasted so good. You never thought that these rations were this delicious, but some reason they taste so good after having that. It's like having spent all day drinking, and now you're able to eat some substance or something like that. Yeah, your hand, after about 15-20 minutes, it slowly forms back into your hand as you knew it before.
Hey. I kind of squeeze the new hand, mess my fingers, move them around, kind of shake it. Look, I got my hand back, and I kind of just wave it around, trying to pull off the wacky inflatable arm movement if I can.
Well, it's good. I'm as much of an ordeal as it was to get your hand back. I'm still glad it was yours and not mine.
This
I
is
don't
true.
think I'd be here if it was.
Well, maybe it was before you put that new hand on.
This is also true.
So
At some point now, the other thing that you notice, the little spirits flitting around this tree, all begin to kind of disappear.
okay.
Yeah.
I guess we've appeased the tree.
Nature is healing.
It will take quite a while for the trees to re-heal the land.
Yeah, and on the tree, the one dead, one of these frog creatures is still there, and there are still hanging in around it some of these other dead carcasses.
Should we cut down the carcasses?
No, I think the tree is appeased. I think. I mean, we can try, see what happens, but it's either that or it really liked me breaking the arrow that I shot into it earlier.
Well, I've got my hand back. If I lose it again, it'll just be fate.
No, please. No.
I think you should make different life choices if you lose it again.
You know what? In fact, I can just reach out with the cane and swing it. Or better yet, maybe I can just try throwing a psychic dagger at it. That might work.
I walk
too.
up to the tree. Does the tree seem to move when I approach it?
No, it seems like a normal tree. Yeah.
Okay. I will cut down the carcasses on the tree and just kind of help clean up the tree, do my daily cleanup with nature.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of begin to cut them down. As you're cutting them down and you're so close to things, and with your passive perception, you notice at the base of the tree, there's a little hollow in the tree.
Hey guys, there's seems a bit like a little hovel, like a little hole over here in the tree.
Looking in the hollow, you notice there are 3 sacks.
Okay.
Don't reach
you
in
know
with
what?
your new
No,
hand.
Don't.
I wasn't going to. I was actually going to ask if you could mage hand it this time.
Okay,
I did
here we go.
think
I got
about
it.
that.
I got it. I go in with my little mage hand, and I pull out the sacks, and I put them on the ground next to Sarala. There you go.
I take my foot and I like kind of touch them like with my foot. I just want to like move them to see if anything moves. Nothing?
No, I mean, you poke them around. One is much larger, seems to have something larger in it, but nothing moves when you, like, nothing is alive in there.
Okay. Can I open
King
the
opens
bags?
up the big sack.
The big sack. In the big sack, you find a pair of boots and a battle axe that has an obsidian head lashed with highly polished mahogany handle.
Ooh,
Oh,
Nice.
I got a fire pick. That sounds nice. What are in the other two?
Oh, also in the big sack is, well, did I say a pair of boots?
Yes.
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 Yeah, okay. In the other sack, you find gems and jewels. In the third sack is intricately carved idols and statuettes that appear that of the reference to the Hydra, made of various stones and woods and bones.
Does anyone else have detect magic?
I should still have it. Looking.
Because if you want to do it as a ritual, I can identify some stuff with my Michael Jackson glove.
Okay. I still have detect. I have both. I have identify and detect magic.
Well, let me identify because I don't waste spell slots when I do it.
Okay. And I'll do detect magic as a ritual. I cast detect magic as a ritual because my sheet will not update, and we will just deal with it. Cast spell.
Okay. The boots and the axe are showing as being magic.
Okay, so then I will use 2 charges of the glove to do identify.
Okay.
Oh, you can also cast identify as a ritual.
Oh, you're right.
So I'll probably cast that next then, if there's anything else.
Okay, I'm just going to put this into the loot log. Oh.
I saw the time on the fridge and I was like, oh my god. 3, 2,
So the boots are boots of levitation, and the battle axe is a +2 battle axe.
What?
I pick
I
up
would
the
like
boots.
the boots of levitation.
I pick up the
Just
boots
kidding.
and I show Fergus. I'm like, hey Fergus, look, you can replace your shoes.
Okay, on the one hand, I kind of want them because then I don't have to burn charges of a thing to be levitating. But on the other hand, it would probably be useful for someone else to have them.
Oh, King would love them though.
Oh, it's straight up at will.
Oh wow.
Burden Hollow base. One sack contains gems and jewels with 500. The second sack interfere carded idols and such. Can I identify the idols? Well, no, they're for the Hydra, right? So it's like
Yeah, it looks like these creatures were kind of like making like idols and sacrificing things in honor of the Hydra.
Okay.
Hmm.
A pair of boots, levitation, battle axe, compromise of obsidian. Can King use a battle axe?
Absolutely.
Will King use a battle axe?
Will King use a battle axe is the question.
Begrudgingly, but yes.
It's a +2 battle axe
Begrudgingly.
at least.
He liked his Morning Star.
It's true.
Well, I mean, you just turn it sideways, and it's kind of like a morning.
Yeah,
I mean,
hit him with the one side.
So we collect all these things and we take a rest right before we leave, and we can go. Do you want to guys rest back like where the crawfish things are, so we can watch the crawfish?
yeah, let's do that.
Good idea.
Kane gives before they take a rest, Kane gives like a little prayer to like the nature spirits.
So are we
Okay.
also
I will
giving
join
King the boots?
King gets both.
Wait, what?
King gets both the boots and the battle axe. No,
I mean, if I couldn't fly, I would take the boots in a second.
I mean, if King gets the boots, can we also have him use this? I posted it in Discord.
Oh, hold on.
Oh my fucking
Oh
god!
my lord!
Oh. I don't think I'd be too
I mean, the
opposed.
answer is yes, absolutely.
Unless you have like to operate a crossbow from an elevated. I think you might as well just attach it to my back.
I'll say to either one of you would be, but I mean at least, but if it's to King, then that means like we literally just have a floating melee artillery. Just
Oh my lord! We're creating a fucking whatchamacallit, one of those little
Air Force.
the drones. We're creating like a drone that just like can go over.
And with that get up, like I can still lift my hand up and do my Shimon now.
Oh
That would
my
be
lord!
yeah, you actually.
Fergus, take the boots. Before this gets any more complicated. Fergus,
No,
take the
no,
boots.
this is
Void
perfect.
halfling.
Fergus, get the boots. Before
I mean, whoever gets the boots, I'm probably gonna piggyback on them because I have really shitty strength.
Yeah, like I said, I'm okay with King getting the boots, unless somebody else wants them.
The thing is, if I cast the levitate spell, it requires concentration, right?
I think so.
It says you can use an action to cast levitate spell on yourself at will, and so I've got like all my good stuff, like the invisibility and like other stuff that I do requires constant. So really, I would not be able to use them to their full use.
I feel like we should get the boots to the sorcerer. Or the warlock, excuse me.
Wait,
He just said that he doesn't want the boots because
Oh, my
yeah,
bad.
I was gonna say, so this is
Oh.
sorcerer, isn't it?
I don't want it because I am actually maxed on items, and my other items are really good.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm also a max.
Does
on
require
items.
attunement.
Yeah, it requires attunement.
Did we rest while I was AFK or no?
No, because
no, not just
Okay.
yet.
It doesn't. Oh yeah, levitate is concentration. Yeah.
I'm fine with giving it to King. If everyone
Let's
else.
do it.
King gets to fly and swing a battle axe. This is great. We decide
Hell yeah.
to rest by the crawfish.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Down by the fish.
Yoink. Oh, that's interesting that it changes colors on me.
Mhm.
I go pick up Twidget. Come on, Twidget, you weave while I walk the carry. Oh my god, if I could move. We do have to be careful of this though, so try to stay
Yeah.
out of that range. Alright. Can we take like a 5-minute pee break?
Yes.
Thank you, baby.
I am going to go PP2 on the potty. Okay, I'm back.
Fuck Nick.
All right, yes. I made this encounter feels like so long ago. I wasn't even sure if you guys were gonna use it or not. So you're like, yeah, let's go after the Hydra. I'm like, oh shit. He dust that off.
It's the DM's dilemma. What do I prep?
Yeah. And I'm glad it worked out that the swamp gas landed on the fire.
Which is just an amazing amount of luck.
Yeah.
It's like, because it's anywhere else it could have landed. It's just like, yeah, just.
Yeah, so the way that I have it is I have like these little numbers. They're all hidden to you guys, but essentially there's 2 sets of them. So the swamp gas could have landed in any place for each round. So
Oh, jeez.
yeah, it's all over the map. And then the other thing, had you guys gotten hit by this mud, it would have covered you, and you would have had resistance to the acid damage from the Hydra.
Jeez. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Damn.
Depends on how it would have worked out. If you guys would have dragged him down there, or yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and activate my Pearl of Power to give me a level 3 slot back.
Okay.
We need an artificer to make those things. So we'll get the halfling platform.
Yeah, I do have an idea for an artificer if something happens to poor Dremus. Oh,
Intelligence isn't high enough. It's like I'm a multi-class. Nope, that ain't gonna work. Not smart enough for that. Oh well.
All right. I would say so. After your short rest, and the time that you spent here, you've got about 30 pounds of crawdads in your traps.
30 pounds of crawdads.
There's a lot of crawdads.
I will note that on my inventory.
All right. What would you guys like to do? Just roll it back.
I mean, if we're done here, if we've got crawdads and we're all healed up, and your hand is back, mission accomplished. Let's go home.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We should definitely start getting the move on. I think Sorella is still gone in the bathroom, but
Okay, that's fine. All right. You guys kind of make your way back out the way that you came from. Now, kind of like backtracking, following the same paths. It's much easier. You make pretty good distance. By the time you get back into town now, I would say it is. You're looking at about like 6 o'clock. The sun is starting to set in the sky as you make your way back into town.
Did we get our crawfish? I just got back.
yes,
Yes. You got 30 pounds of crawfish.
Yes. It's gonna be amazing.
Good eating.
I can now carry multiple things now that I have 2 hands.
you did. Finally, sword import game.
I forgot my ship.
Forgot your what?
I forget when because I was holding my
It's
shield
okay.
most of the fight, and then
You
I
were holding
switched
you
to
were
the
holding your
pick.
pickaxe this time, so it's okay.
I know, but I switched to the pick. That's what I'm saying.
It's okay.
That's something I really need to hone down. I gotta remember this more.
Okay, what would you guys like to do next?
I would like to check in on my daughter.
Okay. Yeah, you check in with her, and you go back to the docks, and you see her kind of like trying to help Greta, as she's like using her wrench to fix things, and you see her kind of like emulating different things that she's doing. But they've got kind of somewhat of like a little rhythm going. Like she'll ask her to like bring her like a specific piece of like bolt or something like that, and she's now figured out like which one is which, and so she brings her like the right things as she asks for things.
Cute. Just I squee from afar as I look. I need to get clothes made for her, specific like. I watch for like the next 5, and then I like start walking towards her.
Okay. Yeah, she sees you coming, and she's like, "Mama!" and she like squirms her way over towards you.
Slithers her way up. Squirms. So cute. And I pick her up with both hands, and I'm like, look, see?
Ah, Mama has hands.
She's very affluent now. She can speak.
Mama stinks. She like
Ah,
crinkles her nose at you.
I'm sorry. Well, I brought food though, and I kind of gestured to the 30-pound bag of crawfish.
Her eyes light up as she sees them. As you recall, like some of her diet was like shells.
Oh,
So-
this is gonna be perfect. Does anyone need to do anything?
No.
I mean, I think I'm good, unless
Yeah.
you think we could actually make that type of backpack platform thing. I don't know how you would actually do that.
I mean, unless you don't mind hitching a ride next to my daughter on my back.
But I mean, that's why we're making one for King, right?
Yeah,
Oh
exactly.
yeah, the
Yeah.
king is gonna use it. That's right. I would say.
I'm partially joking, but it's
But at
Oh,
the same time, you know, if you want to.
yeah. If you would allow it.
Yeah, if Greta would be the one to be able to make something like that.
It's perfect.
Is that okay, King?
What? Yeah, that's the. I think that's. I think I'm totally down for it.
Okay. How much would something like that cost?
She looks at you and says, "Oh, you've done so much for me with taking me out to that strange ship. I had some ideas. I think I'll use some of the metal from it. Would be a good idea. Quite light and flexible, actually." She says, "How about 25 gold?"
Done. Like Twidget is so excited she doesn't even try and haggle. She's like, okay.
Good,
I can
good.
take offers to help pay for it too. we all have a bunch of gold, so he has no need for his money really. So
I take my daughter. I kind of let everyone know I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go take a shower. And I go.
Don't
Yeah.
take too long or you'll miss the show.
I look back to him like, huh? What show did I miss? Yeah, and I go get clothes for her. How much would clothes cost for Ishmael?
That much. I mean, you could probably get. They'd have to. Yeah, I mean, are you trying to get like some kind of like special tailored things to like cover up her snake hair, or?
I'm just thinking like maybe like a bandana over her hair, snakes.
Okay.
Just to kind of have them like down and around to her shoulders, and then maybe like just kind of like a dress, something that obviously doesn't have pants, but something that's like just looks nice for her.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you could probably have something made that would be tailored to her body type. It'd have to be customized, but it would be like 5 silver or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. That's not bad. 10 gold, 5 silver. All right. So I guess what show was there? What did I miss? I went to go get food into the bathroom. Like, is there a show that's gonna happen?
No, I'm just talking about, when we finally get the little harness made.
Oh, that thing. God, that's what you meant. But yeah, no, if we have nothing else to do, should we speak to, was it Satasha?
Satara.
Satara, there we go.
Mhm.
Should we speak to Satara about heading to Nivitash? I'm terrible with names today.
Navathis.
Navathis.
Yes.
And then on the way, hitting the sea turtle dragon thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say the sea turtle was on the way to the dragon turtle sea thing.
The sea turtle
Yes.
on the way to the sea turtle.
Yes, this floor is made of floor.
This floor is made of floor.
Made of floor.
But are we okay with that, team?
Yeah,
I think so.
are we long resting then before we head out?
We should probably do that.
Because you said it was already 6, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, so we should probably long rest before we head out then.
yeah.
We head back to the tavern to long rest.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you go back to the tavern, and everybody. Word kind of spreads around too that you guys had went to Blue Shell Marsh and took care of the hydra that had gone there, and some of the local trappers like come out and like buy you beers and stuff like that.
Oh, nice.
King offers to arm wrestle all of them.
Oh, what are we gonna do with the crab? The crawfish? Are we gonna Are we gonna sell it? Are we gonna cook it? What are we doing with it?
Obviously,
We
we're
will
gonna
have a
cook
big
it.
feast.
Listen, the crawdads were for us. Nobody wanted them.
Shall we? Well, I mean, Fergus is our expert on crawfish. So, what would you like to do with them, Fergus?
You boil them. You put them in a pot.
All right.
All right. So we're just feeding. We're feeding the tavern.
I would say we're just gonna have
Oh,
crawdads.
town.
Plenty to share. You have a crawdad fry up. You put them in the pot. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I split half the stack,
Sauce
sell
with them?
half of it, give the rest to everyone else.
All right, so you're having them
Finn
get
has
cooked up
some
at the tavern.
cooks, so he will help
Yeah, that sounds
cook.
great.
Okay. Yeah, they are all super excited and stoked that you guys come back with this huge pile of these blue shell crawdads, and the cook quickly kind of like gets to work, and they start this big ol' crawdad boil. And what they do is they actually bring this big make this big fire out in the tavern. They make like a big special kind of event of it, and like out in the on the fireplace out here, and they boil it all up, and they put like some potatoes, and they put some corn in there, and they lay out these big long sheets of paper all over all of the tables, and then they dump it all out on the table with the corn and the potatoes and the crawdads, and then everybody just goes to town. And these crawdads are insanely delicious. They're like succulent, that's sweet, and they're very much large. They're almost like the size of like lobsters.
Oh wow.
Oh Jesus!
You know what's sad is I'm also eating pizza in IRL, and I'm thinking of this crawfish feast, and I'm like, this isn't crawfish, but it's I wish. I steal a few of the crawfish and like pull the shells and stuff, and I'm giving them to Ishbel.
Okay. Yeah, and she just chomps down the shells, and she's just loving it. Some of the locals show you like how to like snap off the head, and make sure you shuck out all the good stuff out of here. And he like
Yeah.
takes up the head and like he like sucks it all up. Those brains, they're delicious.
Takes out the old bay. Old bay season.
Jonas is just gonna like take
This
the
guy
head
like here is like an expert
pull it
like
to the side.
blue shell.
He's a good blue shell sucker.
Yep.
And
All right.
we haggle people. We got more crawfish. So
Yeah.
I while the feast is going, I'll go over to Satara. Okay, I didn't fuck that up this time. And I'll kind of let her know, right? Let her know what we're intending to do.
You want to leave in the morning then?
Yeah.
That would be a good idea. We would like to head over to the island that's nearby before we go straight to where you're heading, if that's all right.
Sure, we'll run it by the captain. She's quite talented. Captain Farsail, maybe you know her.
Ah, Captain.
Ah. We're acquainted.
Ah, good. She's quite agreeable. I'm sure she'll go along with it. She's always up for adventure.
Let's see if we can find more crawfish on the way. So it's considered a medium creature. Is your belly distended like just it's a medium-sized balloon?
She's
athlete?
wider than she is tall right now.
I know,
So.
that's the saying. Is she like a roly-poly or like a balloon? I could just kind of roll across the floor. Kind of like out of like the Willy Wonka scene where it's like,
Yeah.
can I do that with Digit? I have 2 hands. I can actually do that. But yes, we would like to leave in the morning. We'll see you then at the docks.
Perfect.
All right. We
All
go to
right.
sleep.
Okay. You guys successfully take a long rest. Wake up the next morning, and bright and early out at the docks, you can see the crew of Captain Farsail kind of getting her ship and whatnot ready to get out, set sail. And the captain kind of greets you. Ah, it's good to see you again. Glad you've made it. I hear I'm taking you out to a couple of islands.
Yes.
Indeed.
One an island, one a little bit harder to see than island.
One under the sea.
Yes, secret location. Satara guards the location with her life, but she trusts me, so this is a good step. I see she trusts you as well.
Yes.
Yes.
We have made it known that we're worthy of earning that trust.
Great.
I do want to step out of roleplay really quick and ask DM, because I was looking at the loot log and I was looking at the Hydra stuff. What would it take for us to craft? I mean, it costs obviously the Hydra spinal cord that we have. But where will we get that crafted at?
Let me see.
Plus, those healing potions would be nice. I don't know if anyone's also seen that.
Yeah.
Let's see. What does this do? Okay, so let me
Is it
show
that?
you what this is.
What's up, Ray?
I was gonna say, is it that what I just posted in the chat?
I don't
I don't
see what you put in the chat.
No, in the Foundry chat.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah, I was looking at the staff weapon because that sounds awesome. For
Yes.
Okay.
As you spell control dice scrubber hit points, each item controls maximum value. They can make additional roll to add to see about final dice. May not exceed double the initial. Yeah.
That's like exploding healing. Like in oh geez, what system uses that? Other RPG systems.
There are no others. It's just D&D. Only D&D.
It is the only RPG system yet.
I can't remember their names. That's cool.
The only other one that I've played is Pathfinder.
Yeah.
I think it might be Cyberpunk, not Cyberpunk, but the one that is Cyberpunky, Shadowrun.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I think does exploding dice. I could be wrong.
I mean, if we make that, I would want to roll for it. But I mean, that is something that I'd be interested in. And if I got it, I would give you my Pearl of Power if you want it.
I was gonna say it needed to be between probably you or me since we have the
Yeah.
healing spells between us. And I mean, I was thinking of you anyway because you have the twin spell, and I don't know how that's gonna work with the staff, but
Yeah, would that have a double chance to proc then?
well, you'd be casting it through the staff, but if the staff has its own thing, does it still count? Question mark.
It just says if it rolls a maximum value of one of the die. So
That's true.
if I'm twin spelling,
Yeah, I think it would twin spell. Yeah.
okay.
So it'd be just
So that would
once.
actually be good because
Yeah.
especially if I did like mass healing word or if anything hits a max, then I'd be able to roll an additional for that. So
Mhm.
that would be nice.
Yeah, and that would be something that so an artificer. So Greta would be able to craft. It would take a while though. So be one of those things that like she could start on it, now, and maybe by the time you're done with whatever you're going to be doing.
Yeah, no, I'd be up to ask her to make that because that would be really
definitely.
good. And it was 300 gold, or
It's
how much was it?
350 gold.
Okay.
Dremus will pitch in 100 gold for this because
No.
Dremus doesn't like to get hurt.
I have a ton of gold that I haven't used at all, so
Okay.
I'd be fine just paying for it outright.
Are we gonna have any of the potions? Because there's an option to have potions made too, if you guys want the potions, which is the superior healing ones.
Oh, we should definitely probably have a few of those made.
So if we can have the staff be made by Greta, the potions of healing made by, I'm assuming, an apothecary.
Probably Granny. Granny.
Oh, by Granny. That's true.
Yeah.
You can ask Granny. And then, what are the scales for? Is that armor? Or is that just like aesthetics? Yeah. I'll just take the scales to Master Forge Fire and show him, look! Look at these! What do you think?
It might be good in armor lining or something.
Would it be for maybe breathability? For what do you think it might be for?
Yeah, they're a little more decorative.
They looked nice though.
They do.
Okay. So if we can have those two, the vials made, the potions, and then the staff made while we're on this journey, we'd appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
We make
Okay.
Onward, team?
Onward.
Okay. And you guys are going to the island first, or to?
Yeah, I think it was to the island first that we were going.
Yeah, the island's
Okay.
closer.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh yeah, I need a long rest so I get all my slots back. Question?
Yeah, everybody can take a long rest. Yep. Okay, let's see.
Nick, Twitch it. You guys.
I'm good.
You're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Ray.
I think Grace stepped away for a second.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Let's do this. Let me just activate this. So the captain kind of informs you that it'll take about a little longer than a full day. And you guys set out in the morning. And after spending nearly the full day, you guys are able to get some good winds going and make some good time. Bart informs you that he could see sight of the island literally at any moment. And this news is welcome and spreads across the crew. And you see members of the crew kind of like coming down and scanning the surrounding area, water in all directions, and trying to catch a glimpse of this mysterious island. Some of them have heard of it, but they've always been afraid to kind of venture off in this direction. And after most of the morning is spent in suspenseful expectancy, a sudden cries out comes from the main kind of like nest, and land ho, starboard, 35 degrees. And you kind of all quickly look at that way, and you can see the ship kind of like starts to turn, and you can see that there's an object like off in the distance, and sure enough, as the Solent crests each wave, you see a dot on the horizon. That must be this island. The helmsman kind of shouts out orders for changing directions, and you guys quickly start heading in that direction. As you begin to get closer, you can see off in the distance carrion birds kind of circling the horizon of the this small island. And the closer that you get, you can see a enormous what appears to be like a dead dragon turtle washed up on the shore of this island. The closer that you get, the smell of rotting and decaying flesh drifts in the wind towards you. And everybody to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, cool.
Oh boy.
Constitution,
Have I found myself over
don't
here?
fail me now.
I'm going to use Favored by the Gods.
Aha!
Read
I
one
love
of
my
those
open
plugs.
seas.
And then King's got to roll a Constitution.
So I rolled 15.
Oh,
I don't know if I've ever been on a real boat before, like outside of just, on the island, around the island. So I don't feel so good.
It's alright, friend. You'll get used to the wake.
oof, King. All right, yeah. So King and Fergus, as you guys get closer, I mean the waves kind of like are already kind of like roiling your stomach, but the smell like wafts and you just hurl off the side of the boat. And
Awesome.
It's gonna be alright, Fergus, friend.
I come up behind Fergus, and I pat him on the back. Gotta just get used to it.
As you guys get a little bit closer, the captain suggests that you guys take a some kind of a smaller dinghy out there to get a little bit closer view. Let me actually get a. I should have had this.
Are you two gonna be okay on the smaller boat?
Yeah. Let's just get ashore. I just need to be not on the ocean.
We'll get you off the ocean in no time, friend.
That was perfectly timed.
Okay. Let me put you on the map here. And and let's see, it is going to be daytime. Let me change that for you too. So as you kind of come in, you can see here. I think everybody can see the map now, right?
I think so.
There is this massive turtle that looks like it's dead over here on the beach. As you kind of like approached, you also kind of surrounded the this island, and you saw multiple shipwrecks, all kind of like all strewn throughout this island on the north side, on the south side. You also, Bart, who was your kind of lookout, also pointed out that appeared to be some kind of like underwater shipwreck as well on the southern end of the island. You also notice that there is a cave entrance over here.
Okay.
Oh. Well, let's at least check on the turtle, right?
It is what we came here to do. If I could just select my person. There we go.
Let's check his pockets. See if he's got a wallet.
Check his
Hey,
pockets.
what you got?
We swim on the boat over
Okay.
and run to the
Oh,
boat.
oh, to be on land again.
Yeah, as you get closer, the smell intensifies of the rotting
Yummy.
flesh.
Well, let's try to make this one quick. And I kind of like hold my nose, so I don't get sick.
You see birds like pecking and pulling away at its flesh. One side of it is like completely like busted open. You see small crabs like skittering all over the beach and like all up in its like kind of like guts area.
Yum.
Tasty.
Hey, Trevis, can we get some scales off this?
Oh, doesn't look too far gone, so yes, most likely. You want me
Take the
to-
shell,
Are we able to just pull the shell off, or like?
and we can float it back. Ride it like a boat.
Clean it? You might want to clean it out first.
It does have this big chunk out of the side. That does not look. What did that?
Actually, yeah, that's
Is my question.
Can we kind of identify what, from like what we see, what does it look like? It like, is it like claw marks?
Looks like something burst out of it.
Ew.
Oh,
Oh. You know,
I
this
wanna-
plan doesn't seem like a good idea anymore.
Would I possibly be able to try and do something like a nature check to see exactly what it might have been?
Can I do a medicine check?
Sure.
gonna do a stand over here away from the smell check.
Oh my lord. What is this? What is my medicine?
Yeah, Sorrel, as you kind of looking over it, you're not exactly quite sure. But Dremis, you can see that it like something burst from the outside. As you kind of look around, you see footprints that look like something burst out of it, it landed and walked away. The other strange thing that you notice as you kind of like walk around, there's like a hole in its head.
No. Is its brain missing?
Oh,
Oh no.
That's eyeballs leaking out the side there.
Sorella, what do we need the scales for again?
Well, the scales typically make great armor.
That's right, the plate
But
mail for you.
you know, I may not need that much anymore. I mean, I do
This
have
is
my armor
this
that
is
does
giving me
things.
those foot
You
brain
start to
vibes.
see it like twitch slightly,
Oh.
Oh shit!
and it opens its
Uh-oh.
vacant, lifeless eyes and begins to slowly stand up. Birds like flying, scattering in every direction.
There's 2 of them.
What the?
No, there's not 2. I just didn't want to give it away because of the token health bar on it.
Oh.
All right. This is probably where we'll call it. I don't know if we need to be starting in a combat right now. There's 20 minutes left.
Oh boy, that's. Oh.
Can we just flee? Can we do the flee action and just get the fuck out of here? Just find the treasure.
But-
we didn't need to go look at it.
Well, I mean, technically, it was the treasure.
No, there was supposed to be more treasure. I'm
But
pretty sure that's
hoard.
also-
Yeah, that's true.
This appears to now be a zombie dragon turtle.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that sounds
Oh,
awesome.
lovely. This is great. It's not terrifying at all.
All
I want
right.
to fight it. Let's fight it.
I can't wait. I'm
Right?
excited.
Oh yeah.
We're just.
I think this would be a good place to call it too, because it is actually an hour later than the clock says
Yeah.
in my brain.
It's in your
Yeah.
Stupid daylight savings.
Right?
I mean, I stayed up last night until 3 to take advantage of it, so.
I stayed up until 2, so the clock said 1, so then I was like, alright, now I can go to sleep properly.
I stayed up until 6 because they made me work an hour more yesterday.
Really?
Oh, no.
Because they were like, hey, guess what, Sam? At 2:45, you have to check the time. Oh, wait, but guess what? Daylight savings resets the clock, so you now have to wait an extra hour until 2:45. And if the store isn't closed, I guess you're working until 3:30. And I'm like,
Did they give you overtime at least?
oh, they're going to have to because I'm clocked
I was going to say, yeah.
I was like, they're going to have to.
That's a dick move otherwise.
They were like, yeah, if it's closed, then you can go home. But if it doesn't automatically close, then I guess, you got to stay until your shift ends. I'm like, you son of a bitch. So me and Mario were just sitting there, like, stickering labels, just in slow motion, like, this is just pain. But thank you, everyone. I hope you all have a great night. We'll see you again in 2 Wait, hold on a second. 2 weeks. Ooh. Tony and I
think that
will
is the
not
weekend.
be here.
Are you sure? I think that's the weekend right before we go.
That's the Sunday that we leave, love. Because evening we'll be driving.
It's the 21st.
Yes. So the 21st I'll
Thanks,
get
sweetie.
off work at 3 in the morning. I'll sleep, and then we will drive in the evening until Monday morning.
Oh.
Why are you saying ow? We have to check in at 3.
I know, but ow. Zombie dragon turtle.
Well, then we'll play on the way up there somehow.
There's no way I can play and drive.
We will talk on our phones.
No,
like,
it's okay.
Like Arwen did.
It's okay. It's okay.
We'll figure it out. We'll let you know.
Yeah.
We'll probably get like maybe 2 hours in and we'll be like, all right, guys, you gotta drive.
Would it work to do, like, we could reschedule the next Sunday?
Or what time are you guys driving
my
out?
mom's gonna
So,
be here next week.
I don't know the
So
exact.
I would not.
Oh, okay.
Let me just double check the days that my mom's coming in.
Yeah.
Because we were thinking about leaving at midnight, because it's going to be essentially a 13-hour drive to, well,
Okay.
11 hopefully, but you know.
But leaving midnight what day? The 20th or the
The
21st?
21st.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we could start earlier on the 21st. Start at like 4. And then just go until 8.
Next week I'm not going to be around because my mom's going to be out here.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I could do earlier to try and accommodate on the
But yeah,
21st.
I could do earlier on the 21st. I mean,
Do you guys want to do a morning game? I don't know how many of you could.
Yeah, I don't mind if you guys wanted to.
if you do a morning game,
What about
I'll
you,
be
Nick?
groggy.
Mine's conditional. My wife is on call that weekend, which means that if she needs to leave, I've got to take over kid stuff.
Okay.
So as long as she doesn't have to leave the house, it should be okay.
Well, yeah. Do you
we're
guys?
talking the 21st, right?
Yeah. Do we just want to plan like a morning game then on the 21st, like after 10 a.m. our time? Because I don't wake up before 10 on a Sunday.
That sounds
honestly.
Wow.
I can't say anything. I woke up at 10 this morning, so
jokes I wanna make.
Sunday's my sleep-in day.
I actually woke up at 9 this morning, but I was like, oh yeah, daylight savings. I woke up early.
I mean, I wouldn't mind a morning game because, like I said, I'll be getting off of work at 3 Sunday morning because I work Saturdays from 6:45 to 3:15 in the morning. So I may be a little bit groggy, but I can definitely do a morning game. I just have to not be stupidly tired at that moment.
what time zone are you in?
I'm Pacific Standard Time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm
So you
great.
say, well, if you're on the East Coast, that's afternoon for you. So
No,
Yeah, they're in California.
gotcha.
Yeah, if you guys want to do like 10 or 11 our time, which would be 1 or 2 East Coast, does that work for you, Nick? With that caveat.
That'll work.
Okay.
That'll be FOB for my kids, so we can. That'll be a better time even.
I mean, do you have like a time that they take naps that would work the best?
I'm sorry. That's FOB is nap time. Flat on bunk.
Oh, okay.
What? Flat on bunk.
Do you not do flat on bunk? You guys don't know what flat on bunk is?
No.
I haven't seen a bunk bed in person.
But I mean, a bunk is not a bunk bed. A bunk that's just a bed.
I thought that was when you had like bed weed.
No.
What?
No.
Bunk. Oh no, I know what you're talking about. That shit's bunk.
Yeah, it's like
No, it's I guess it's an army thing. I don't know. Like it's the kids have to like be quiet and in their beds.
Oh my god!
And
Like, at
they
first
can
I
do
thought
whatever they want.
I thought you were being a little racist at first. I was like, FOB? Whoa, Nick.
No. You know what?
I would
You
never.
just reminded me of Nick. My friend sent this picture to me because you just said army. This is do you know? Just this is what.
Oh my god!
Oh Jesus!
I think I know her.
Oh
Yeah.
Oh my
I just-
god!
wow.
Where'd they get that picture of Kyle?
He wishes he was that tall.
Oh man.
So let's shoot for 10 or 11. It's that Sunday morning. We'll talk more probably as the weeks come by, but yeah, let's try to shoot for that time.
I'm just gonna set it tentatively then for 10.
Okay.
And then if anyone has any issues, we can try and figure it out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
oh, good.
Sounds good.